this is how you get, or this is how you water down shit so it don't be watered down. You fucking get whatever it is you trying to get, then you use it the way you know to use it. Then you check to see if you're using it correctly. That's not watering it down, but you're getting the chance to use it and make mistakes if you're going to make some mistakes. And it clarifies you, whereas watering shit down makes you avoid making mistakes.
You wanna end yourselves. You're depressed, you're sad, you're lonely, and then here's the key of their drug they laying on you. What do you always say? How do I get my girl back? How do I get the relationship back? You don't want her back. You want the feeling she gave you because you couldn't give it to yourself. And that's why all these things are going wrong with a lot of you guys, based off the fact that y'all ain't learning the motherfucking game the way you should be.
You learn so much at SW. For instance, we cover things like timing and flow. Without those two things clicking, you will never catch that woman you after. Timing has to do with how fast or how slow your conversation is coming out your mouth. And flow has to do with how you phrase your statements, so the words will flow clearly from your mouth. It's imperative that you have a spiel that introduces or brings the conversation in.
Regardless of what the woman says, or it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter, because he sees himself as a prize. And gentlemen, if you don't see yourself as a prize, you will always run behind women. You will always run behind pussy. It's just a rule of the game, dog. It's just how it is. But what I'm saying to all you guys out there that's important, guys, again, is that the thing is that you have to have some kind of a composure in yourself and a belief in yourself that most of you guys just don't have. The man, or what I tell you, the villain, the guy that gets the woman to want to fuck him and want to be with him, he understands that the real allure and magnetism, again, is not trying to bombard somebody, as I was telling you guys before. It is all about the element of his appeal that he has and holds to himself.
You can if you want to, but I wouldn't just start hitting on the bitch. No, I got 4 or 5 things of interest to me that I'm gonna say to her, and her interest with these things is gonna tell me if I should talk to this bitch or not. I got a plan for everything. I have a plan for everything. So if you don't, you better get with it. You got to have these initial lines, and you got to be able to spin them smoothly. I teach my students to expect to win. In anything you're doing, expect to goddamn win. If it's about eating breakfast with some partners, still, I ain't trying to be the first one finished, but I'm expecting to win at that. I don't really know anything that I would do that I wouldn't expect to win. And I always do, because I'm expecting no more than what I can do.
Your reality versus the reality we're trying to put you into are worlds apart. Okay? There is no failure in my world. I keep telling you, y'all don't fail. You never fail in your new reality. But when you have an expectation of pussy and you don't get what you want, you see it as a failure because you labeled it as failing.
Kicking game with Rosebud Dean on the scene, breaking down the play, learning what it means. Picking up women, got the scheme locked in. Macking so hard, got your head in a spin. Rolling in the whip, bass thumping real hot. 808 bumping, every line's a plot. Teaching all the moves, slick talk, straight facts. Confidence so high, ain't no looking back. Game tight, never fumble, understand. Mental playbook, always got the upper hand. Picking up smooth talk, know the plan. King of the scene, no one else can. Mic checking, Dean preaching from the stage. Rosebud smooth, charisma never age. Trap the bass, hearts race, every bar's a sage. Breaking down the code, living in the mage.
All right, Bud, what's going on with you, man? What's up with your Bud?
Dean, you know it. Everything is happening. You know, I'm happy, man. Everything is going on good for me, Dean.
Everything is everything. Guys, if y'all have a question, gentlemen, please put a Q in the chat. Lines are open, 833-859-8744. And today we have a very, very good show. And this is not just a one show. It's going to be a continuation because this is something that I think these young men need to do all the time. And that is personal branding. Is their personal brand, is it something that attracts women, Bud? But you know, we're kind of like before the internet, and we have seen infomercials and all other stuff. So they're for these young kids, they always used to have this thing called Bud Brand X. You know what I mean? They always have the regular brand versus brand X, and brand X would always be the negative thing that turns the viewer off. So let's talk about personal branding and why it's so important for these young men. What say you, Bud, on that, man?
Well, when you start thinking about branding, you got to understand that there's two types of branding. Your personal branding is about, shaping how others perceive you in business or in your career. And then you have your social presence of branding, or branding yourself to women. It's how you communicate your value, your expertise, your personality. Is how you communicate all of that to whoever you're talking to, as long as you know it's different when you're talking to a woman. That's just life. I learned that being in the streets.
I learned, for me, I learned when it comes to branding yourself to a woman, it's more about the feeling she gets versus what she sees. Women buy and always purchase through feelings and emotions, but
well, they do most things through feelings and emotion.
Yes. And I think that's and a lot of these young men are not I think their problem is but they're branding for what they think the woman wants versus Rosebud is the brand that says this is who I am.
Well, what they doing, man, is they're branding to a empty space. They're not actually branding themselves. They're just doing something that they think everybody do. That's why I come across as disingenuous.
Talk on that, Bud.
So what I'm really saying, man, is when you brand yourself, just like when you have a conversation, there has to be something that's the topic. When you're talking, if you don't have a topic, you just running your mouth. Now, when you branding yourself, you have to. If you're talking to an employer, a potential employer, you got to let him see and feel how good of an employee you will be.
Yes.
If you don't, he ain't gonna hire you. When you branding yourself to a woman, you're talking about what you do. You're talking about your likes and dislikes, but you're doing it in a way that makes her enjoy talking to you. It's your voice. It's how you resonate with the words. How you get her into what you saying. That's how you brand to a woman.
Yeah, and going off of what you're saying, so where most people they're just so so you can't teach your brand by asking a woman what she does for a living. You can't show your brand by asking some. Okay, you know what it reminds me of, but I always say this. I don't. Like I said, I don't know if y'all pimps go to the mall. But
Come on,
yeah,
man.
I'm just fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you. But when you go to the mall, sometimes you have that person with that clipboard that says, "Hey, hi, how you doing?" And
Yeah.
you're like, no, 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 thank you, because they're trying to sell you something. They're disingenuous. Their hello is a disingenuous hello because you can recognize how they're talking to you that they're trying to sell something on the back end. They don't care how you're doing. They're just trying to start a conversation with you.
Hey, that's why I don't fucking say, "Hey, you got a minute?"
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
never
yeah.
say that, man. Hey, you got a minute? Because that's definitely trying to sell you something.
Yes, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I think that's the thing that hurts a lot of young men out there because they're not showing. See, because they don't have any game, there's nothing unique about them to share with somebody. But
But Dean, it may be something unique. They just don't know what it is. They don't look or they want to define their brand. They want it to be just something that they don't have to define. You
right,
kind of just know. No, man, you got to define your brand. You got to identify, what you're strong at. As far as de-escalating shit, if that's the case. What you value. What you passionate about. And when you do that to an employer, or I love being on time. And I keep my tool and workspace very, very clean. They want to hear that shit. Just like women want to hear, how you pay attention to what you're doing and you don't just say things, blah, blah, blah. I'm saying you got to know this so that you can describe it and talk about it. But these cats don't know it. They don't have an identity, Dean, is what I'm saying.
ooh, yeah, they're yeah. Well, let's talk more about on their identity when we look at their identity because they don't. Again, their identity, their core strengths. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about core strengths when it comes to their identity. Talk on that for a second, man.
Hey, see, your core strength is believing in yourself. One of your core strengths.
Yeah, yo, absolutely. Yeah.
One of mine is I just have a lot of ways to explain what I'm saying to different people, the same thing but different ways, and I do that because I know that that's one of my strong points. But how I do it is another strong point. I take things into consideration, man. When you're talking to a woman, uh, the voice is a little softer, but it's strong because you want to show you're
Yeah,
assertive.
yeah, yeah.
So what I'm saying is you take everything under consideration and catching as far as branding yourself to a woman. A lot of dudes don't realize this, but it's more a contact sport. You gotta be able to touch her without her, having any kind of resistance as far as moving from you or anything. I make sure I'm able to touch women when I'm talking to them. That just is a contact thing for me.
Oh yeah, absolutely, guys. If you guys have a question, make sure y'all put a queue. Lines are open, and that's why feelings matter more than facts. I think a lot of young men, and you could tell they always want to push things on women, right? Versus
Right.
their feel, like you were saying, the way you and I talk is different than the way you talk to a woman. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You bring it down. I mean, there's time and place, but you have a lot of these young men out here that talk to women the same way they talk to a bunch of guys, expecting some kind of a romantic or some kind of a connection. And again, they want to push. Like I don't. There's this weirdness. Like they think they want to push their clothes. Okay. What I'm saying is they push things outside, and they want to push muscles. They want to push their clothes. They want to push a lifestyle on a woman as if they're the only person that has a lifestyle. You know what I mean? They're doing what everybody else is doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean, man. And the reason is like you, man. It's something as simple as not drinking.
Yes.
You use that.
Oh yeah.
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with using it. But I'm saying people don't think of shit like that. But because you are a thinker, you know, and you want to be perceived a certain way, you know, being a video freak and a gamer and all
Gamer,
that
yes,
stuff,
yes, yeah.
all of that shit is a
Yeah.
part of who you are. And you say it with pride in the way you say it, even if it was too abroad, it would get her into someone to say some shit like that.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is you've taken the time to dissect different parts of you that you can expose to people. But what's important is you know when and how to expose whatever.
Yeah. Well, because I'm, you know, Bud, okay. Only thing I feel, please correct me if I'm wrong. Our greatest sale is not to the woman, it's to ourselves. I sell me to me. Because I got Bud, if you don't buy in the rosebud, who's gonna buy in the rosebud? You know what I mean? You gotta the first
Hey, Dean, I got one correction.
yes.
I sold into me.
Well, yeah.
Hey, I don't sell into me regularly. Hey, I sold into me years ago, and I've been protecting that purchase with the warranty like a motherfucker.
And as I'm saying, you got it, yeah. And but see, most of these young men don't even think about it on that depth. I mean, they think that like you say, me playing games or me not drinking is a bad thing. Everybody, you should be proud of who you are and you should stand on, because if you're not proud of who, again, it's weird. If you're not proud of who you are, but you can't expect a woman to be proud of you. If you're
not proud, who the fuck will be proud? I'm saying shit. People don't, just like that statement there. People don't even think like that, man. They don't think. And the bad thing about people, today's people, dudes, is that they just fight branding themselves. They just would rather be perceived, if they 20 years old, they would rather be perceived as a 20-year-old. You know, instead of that 20-year-old, you know. If they 30 years old, they'd rather be just 30. I'm just, you know, fitting in. Now, man, you gotta carve out your niche, and you gotta be there, and you gotta represent it. That's what I think, man. And I think that's why it's so hard for these dudes to communicate with the broads they get at, because they leave a lot of shit up to the woman to just think.
They leave it up to the woman, right? And that is the worst thing you can do. But the question,
she don't think negative.
There's going to be a negative thought, right? Because why are you leaving it up to me? I mean, she's not here to think, Bud. She's here to feel. And
hey, that's what. Believe it or not, that's how the conversation. I ain't gonna say women don't think, but
right? You know what I mean.
You want women to feel what you're saying.
Yeah,
rather than analyze what you're saying. Right. Fuck that bullshit, man. She don't want to be in school like that. If she want to be in school, it's to learn how to be cool with you.
Right, because if she has to analyze it, then that takes away from her feeling, and that's the problem.
Exactly.
And for many of you guys out there, y'all have got to ask the question, but let me throw it to you guys. But most of these guys never ask themselves, what do I want to be known for? To themselves before they even walk out the door. Let's talk on that right there, bud.
Hey, Dean, the cool part about it is, what do the average dude want to be known for?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. They don't want to be known for nothing. They don't care. I mean, unless they're one of these guys who want to be a rapper or an actor or something like that. You know, if you got something going and, you know, a sports athlete or whatever, you know, you might want to be that as far as that go. But even that guy has no identity or perception of himself outside of the realm of what he do.
Right, because to me they never created a statement or what a mission statement would be about to declare who they are and what they want to be, what they want to do. But I mean, and these are the things without women, bud, because if you're doing all these things and adding a woman, then you're not really doing it for yourself. You're doing it for the woman. Whereas,
Yeah,
but
you should. That's why I made it from the Jump Street a point to say it's two types of branding: your
yes,
personal branding and the branding that you do that you want women to see.
hmm
They're not so different, but it's just different ways that you do it.
right. And they can, and again, you want to push the feeling. You want to have something that reflects your goals, your expertise, because that's what draws the women in. Not asking what she does for a living and how she's doing is never going to move the pendulum. And
Well, it's not because it's like a zero comment. It has no plus or minus value.
yeah, it never does. But what's weird about it is they feel that because they're really, I guess they're just nervous. I guess the nervousness, not believing in themselves, they just want to be basic or something. It's just something that triggers these guys to just I don't know, want to be basic around women, but expect everything from them.
Well, it's they. You might not agree with this, but what I'm saying, I know exactly what it is. It's the way they interpret music now.
Mhm.
What's music to them is a broad. The reason most of these dudes talk to bitches like they do is because bitches make records where they be talking the same way about themselves. They be talking just pure negative about themselves, and this is a hit record. And then as far as the guys and the dudes that we talk about, these motherfuckers, the rappers, they do it too. So they think that that's how to communicate with a broad. I mean, if you want to just be communicating at a picnic or something, shooting the shit like that, I guess you could do that. But when it comes to communicating on the romance tip, there's a whole nother way to go about it. And if you know who you are and you know what you like, you know that you're gonna go about it different. You don't want
Yes.
to scream and bitch this, bitch that. You know, all that shit. I heard some records last night. I was listening to a channel that I don't really listen to, but these motherfucking women was talking crazy about each other, man, and it was cool to them.
They were talking about, well, but for all you guys out there, get your crowds. Like, guys, got a question for the queue. Your lines are open. These guys out here again. They never. Okay, here's some of the things I think that they should start asking. Okay, do I invoke this? Okay, do I invoke confidence when I speak? Do I spark excitement and passion when I talk about things? And do I offer a sense of not only adventure but stability when we're having a conversation, bud? And I mean, these are things they should be thinking about that they don't even think about. They don't even. All they think about is look at her ass, look at her titties, look
Yeah.
at her ass. That's it. It's
Hey,
crazy.
hey, man. See, not only should they be thinking about that kind of stuff, they shouldn't even be not necessarily asking it, but they should be stating that kind of stuff. That I try to bring out. Your emotions when I talk to you. I hope that's what I'm doing. And the Bisco comment on it, and what I'm saying is, you got to think of things to bring about the environment. You can't just expect, it's 10:15, time for the sex. You can't do it like that, man. You got to bring that shit about.
Yeah, well, let's talk about what women value in a brand. Let's talk about that because women, again, women. That's why they're our greatest consumers because TV knows how to use that emotion to make them feel that if they buy that thing, they'll get this thing or whatever. But what is it that they value? Your opinion in a man, like what do you think they?
Hey, man, women value the most the ease and comfort you have in talking about shit you've done or shit you want to do. It's the authenticity that they want to get from you. You know, if they can feel that you being real about what you saying, that's why you know all the clothes and all that old bullshit. You know, fuck that. But something you want to do, climb up Mount Everest or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? You talking about that kind of goddamn, not climbing up Mount Everest, but you know, so whatever one of your personal goals is, that kind of shit. They like that. They like an authentic man.
Well, they like authenticity. They love transparency, and that's something that they're not used to. Transparency, that's a huge thing, but they rarely get to be around someone that is actually honest.
Hey, honesty, I say that to my students, you know, but mostly I'll be talking about being honest to yourself. But honesty all around in any area, it's going to help you. It's just going to be a plus. Because if you can be honest, you know, don't say some shit right now and 5 minutes later contradict it because you're telling another bullshit story. You know, they do that kind of stuff, man. They don't pay attention to what they're saying. They don't pay attention to where the conversation is going because they don't care. They just know what they want is sex. And I guess that's what the woman be thinking too. So I guess that's how they have sex, because you think about it, man. You can't even imagine how one of these motherfuckers soften up and start getting in a sexual mood.
Yeah, but then again, it's the audience. What is the audience that they're trying to target? Do they know their target audience? Do they know that?
I don't think they do. I really don't. And if they do, they don't look at them as if they're the target audience. They know who they want to see what they're doing, who they want to give him cred and shit. But as far as this is really my target audience and this is really where I should be focusing my branding, if that's the case, no, I don't think they do that.
No, I don't think they do that as well. And not only the target audience, and I don't even want to look at the audience first. I want to look at okay, you know what's weird? I'm sure you get clients to do the same thing. They want to, what I call separate church and state. They want to say, well, I'm this way offline, but I have troubles online with women. I'm like, wait a second, you're the same person. You should have a strong, not only online presence, but you should also have a strong offline presence, because the two should connect. They should never be separate. You should.
Yeah, but Dean, that's because you real. You know, when you get online, you don't change into somebody else.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Believe me, man, most of these people who use media, that's what they do. They change into somebody else, their alter ego, and that's who they are on. And that's what they're pushing, whatever their alter ego push.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of, you know, being this way because that's how they are, they be this way just for a moment, and it doesn't register to them.
Yeah, I think they don't understand that. Okay, so we know the market is crowd. Again, I guess it can be an intimidating thing for a lot of these guys. They're sitting around, they're like, well, and I know you never think about this, but how can I be seen in an array of other men? You know what I mean? How can she see me, right? And I think that to me is the greatest problem, because I've never seen you, nor will I ever see you compare yourself to another man, or sit here and worry about what other men are doing to see what you need to do to get a certain woman. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, wait, man, let me just say something. I don't know about you, but I have done that shit. You know, I'm talking about, I'm jeweled like a motherfucker, suited and booted, the whole 9 yards, Rolls Royce outside, and I'm still looking at the next motherfucker, man. Man, look at that nigga, man. That motherfucker. You know, I still be, you know, I'm just saying, And I'm not looking at it in a win or a lose type situation, but I do be comparing, and I'm saying, man, that motherfucker suit is cold, fitting his ass. I say shit like that. I don't do it as much nowadays, but when I was out there, I did it a lot.
So you would look at somebody's and you would say, I want that suit, or you just acknowledge that that's a cold ass suit.
I would acknowledge how he was wearing it. I would acknowledge his jewels complimenting it. I would acknowledge everything that I would expect to be acknowledged about when I thought I was sharp. Why? Because that makes me go for it. It don't. I don't do it in a win or a lose comparison type situation. I do it in, am I up? Am I up on it? Am I equal? Not equal as a man, but am I equally sharp? Am I equally coordinated? Is my shit equally popping? I would think that. I would think that about my car, my shoes. I would think that shit.
So what makes you stand out?
What makes me stand out is that I'm thinking about this shit. While I'm thinking about it, I might be walking around looking at motherfuckers if that's the case. I might be doing whatever I'm doing, but what makes me stand out is that I know I'm sharp. I'm suited, booted, jeweled. Everything is cool. Anybody say something, I ain't trying to be by myself. I ain't trying to be hidden. None of that kind of goddamn shit. I'm socializing like the motherfucker. All of that.
And when you're online, what is Bud like online then?
The same way, except you can't really see it. And it sounds much more harsher online because they can't really see, my mood.
Yeah, so you always want, but your messages that you send are authentic.
Always.
Yes. Let's talk about the authenticity of who you are, where they know that even though you're doing all that, a woman starts to talk to you online or offline, she can feel that what, you really are you. You are authentically you. You're not trying to be somebody else.
That's what really catches whoever you catch. She really see you. If she see you right now, she gonna fuck with you. If you ain't this you 2 weeks from now, she gonna leave you. That's just how it go.
Yeah, the mask could come off. I guess a lot of young men try to play this role. Again, they try to play the role they think that the woman thinks they want them to be versus just be and accept. And I stand on, is she gonna accept me or not, bud?
Hey man, if you just be you, whoever liked you ain't gonna stop liking you because they like the real you. If you putting on some kind of air and somebody like you, man, you got to keep that bullshit up, man, or else they gonna not like you when they find out about the real you.
Right.
It was a saying: the way you catch baby is the way you gonna have baby. you got to be raw when you catch her, so that you can be raw while you have her.
Absolutely, gentlemen. If you have a question, please put a Q. Lines are open if you want to call in. So let's talk about, again, there's something I would love to talk about, because you walk into this world being an experience versus being just bland, basic, and boring. The experience in the way you could talk, the experience in your storytelling, the experience in drawing out not only her femininity, but also excitement in you. What goes behind that part of you, bud?
Well, I gotta feel it too. The conversation. So let's say I'm saying whatever I'm saying, and it's just like hidden, babe. She's liking it, but she ain't really liking it. I'm not gonna be as animated as I would get, as I could get, because she's not bringing it out of me. But if she bring it out of me, we gonna be laughing, and I'm gonna be not telling jokes, but I'm gonna be seeing everything in life is funny. Little shit going on in the club or whatever is gonna be way funny. because I like to tell them, you know, when you have a shit your way, life is pleasant. You get everything, whereas when you're not having it your way, you be flexing on everything. You know, shit be bothering you. Shit ain't bothering me. You know, and I act that way. I spend my money that way. You know, and I just live that way.
Because and I guess because as the brand, you know, women are always going to they're going to respond to excitement, as in adventure, spontaneity, and a man that has a sense of thrill, security as far as loyalty, protection, and consistency, romance as far as desire, attention, and appreciation, and last but not least, mystery, intrigue, unpredictability, and depth that you have. And they can recognize those things without you having to say, I'm excitement, I'm security, bud, I'm romance.
They can recognize it by the way you carry yourself and the way you have conversation, your demeanor. I mean, all of that shit just speaks for you.
Right, absolutely. And all you guys out there, got a question, please put a Q. We're here for you guys. We're here to help you guys. If y'all are here today, we're teaching.
Hey, but Dean, you know why you notice we ain't really getting no calls, right?
Why? To tell them why is that? Why is that? Bud?
Because these motherfuckers ain't got no goddamn brand.
No, that's what we're trying to say to y'all.
Hey, Dean, they ain't got shit to talk about because we ain't really talking about women.
Right. We're talking about you guys as the brand.
We talking about them. What I'm saying is these motherfuckers, you know, they'll be in with the subject, but that subject allows them to criticize and blame everything on women.
Yeah, isn't it odd when you think about that red pill manosphere stuff that you just finally looking at, that they want to sit and blame the woman is the problem to all the things, but when they look at themselves, they're not branding themselves at all. They're not doing anything to actually make themselves better men.
Hey, Dean. So what I'm saying is, check this out. If somebody was really, you know, digging this conversation we having, they would call in and say, yeah, you know, I do blah, 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 the brand and blah, blah. But nobody does any of that shit, man. So what are they going to call in and say?
Well, yeah, but guys, if you have a question outside of this as well, you can ask, gentlemen. Don't be afraid.
Hey, you motherfuckers better see y'all being challenged.
Yeah, y'all better. You as men, we've got to go and face the challenges that we have, gentlemen. But it's not just about branding, gentlemen. If you have a dating question or a dating issue or a dating problem, you can definitely ask a question, or you guys can call in. It's just that what we're trying to show you guys is, well, hold on, we have a call right here. Area code 603, sir. What is your name and what's your question?
Hey, this is Thorough, and my question is, what goes into having depth as a man? Because I know that's a part of your branding.
Okay, bro, what goes into depth? What I'm saying is, do you know how to swim?
Kinda. I know how to float.
Well, what I'm saying is, what goes into swimming is just what goes into fucking being a man. Your effort. You got to put your effort down, man. You got to have a constitution. Just like Steve and I'm telling you, I don't know if you drink or not, and I ain't really focusing on drinking. But what I'm saying is that is a subject that dudes don't feel macho about. If they say they don't drink, they don't feel macho. This motherfucker not only say he don't drink, but he describe a sissy ass fucking drink that he will buy. Hey, but I'm saying he don't. That shit ain't nothing to him. You know, it don't mean no plus or minus to him. And the damn sure ain't no plus or minus to me. If he did drink, that would be the same if he don't drink.
Right. Hey, caller, you hear what Bud say? He called it a sissy ass drink. You know, some guys would be like, "Oh my God, no, it's not a sissy drink. It's just what I drank."
It is what he drank, but it's orange juice. Hey, motherfucker, it's orange juice and cranberry and pineapple juice or some shit mixed together.
Bud said, See, Bud called it since he drank, and that's cool. But guess what? He's allowed to call it a sissy drink because if he drinks the harder liquors, of course it's gonna be a sissy drink to him.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I can't fight what he thinks because he drinks the harder shit because he drinks. I don't drink, but I'm not ashamed because what we're saying to you, young man, is that I am not only don't drink, but I'm very clear and concise because guess what? If I'm going to drink anything, which will tie in my drink is I'm a smooth motherfucker, I'm gonna drink off that motherfucking body. You see what I'm saying? I don't need to get drunk off a substance. I want to get buzzed off that goddamn pussy and that. You see what I'm saying? So I can tie in and even make fun of myself. I can laugh at myself. I'm fine with that. You know, but see, you got to be fine with making fun of yourself and not taking yourself so seriously. Because
you guys don't understand that, man. That's why it be so much fun on here for me and him, man. Yeah. We have fun and we're serious as far as what we talking about, but we don't take the shit serious to where it's gonna fuck us up.
Yeah, and young man. But I'm saying for you, okay, let me ask you a question. What did you do this weekend?
What did I do this weekend?
Yes.
I just flew home. I went to church.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
Okay.
My family.
I was just gonna say, man, if you say you went to church, then your weekend was over because you don't go to church till Sunday.
Yeah, but wait, this is what I'm saying. How old are you?
I'm 21.
Okay, so where was the bar and the club that you went Friday or Saturday night? Why didn't you go out?
I just flew home.
Caller, okay.
I was on a flight.
Okay, caller, when did you land? Did you land on Friday or Saturday? Because it's not a
Saturday.
2 day. Okay, so you flew out on Saturday, yes?
Yeah.
So why didn't you go out Friday night?
No ride. I didn't have my car.
Okay, but caller.
And I was packing.
But caller. Do you ever heard of Uber and Lyft?
Yeah.
So why we make? But okay, what I'm saying is, it seems like you guys are always making excuses. Why couldn't you go out Friday night, enjoy, let the women enjoy the company of a man? You fly on Saturday to another city, and then when you land, you go out to that bar and club in that city and let those women enjoy you.
Or heaven forbid, you enjoy your goddamn self.
Heaven forbid. You see, young man, what we're trying to say is that, okay, do you like women?
Hell yeah.
Okay, all right. Then
hey, wait. Do you think your next girl is gonna come up to your door and knock on it and say, "I'm ready"?
Hell no.
Well, you must think that you ain't going nowhere trying to get one.
Well, I would not.
I mean, when I'm outside, I see a woman I like.
No. I'm gonna knock out two birds with one stone to show y'all. Wait, here's the problem. All right, listen, gentlemen. Clubs and bars are the highest rated chance for relationships because those women, listen, those women are going to drink, those women are going to dance, but those women are also going to meet people. They want to meet men. So for you guys to sit around like this guy right here is you are making an excuse. Your probability and your chance for all you analytical, book smart motherfuckers, your chances are better at a bar and a club versus meeting someone down the street because that bitch walking down the street walking her dog, bud, she's not looking for a man. She's just walking her dog. If the woman at the grocery store is not looking for somebody, she's buying groceries, bud. And the woman at the gym is not looking for a relationship. She's working out. They go to these clubs and bars because this is a socialized, bud, setting that gives you the opportunity. And what this guy,
I definitely go out.
No. Hold on, caller. Hold on, I'm educating before I throw it to Bud. What I'm saying with you and this guy out here, he says not all men like going clubbing. Why not? What you don't want to be around women? I don't understand. Bud, it is a place, Bud, where women go to socialize with the opposite sex. So what do you mean you don't like going there?
Hey, man, you know what? That guy that don't like say not all men like going clubbing. He's right, but those men that don't like it, they are afraid of competition. They
Talk,
they mentally feel that they cannot compete with the motherfuckers they be seeing at them clubs and shit. So they'd rather
Girls
stand
be
on the
doing that.
sideline some motherfucking where and hope some bitch, come up to them. So
right.
what I'm saying is, if you don't want to go out to a club, don't go out to a club. But take the club out the picture. Go out to catch if that's the case.
Wait, right. No, but no one's saying you got to
Mhm.
dance. No one's saying you have to dance. Nobody's saying you got to buy a woman a drink. It just puts you in a higher position to meet women. What is so scary? Right, but no, I'm asking you, caller man, what is so scary about the club? Because y'all want to sit here and say, well,
There's nothing scary about the club to me. I make the club my living room.
but wait a second, but why didn't you go clubbing? Why didn't you go out Friday night or Saturday night then?
I didn't have time.
Come on.
I didn't have time.
Okay, wait a second. Let's look
But
at
I go out. I definitely go out to the club.
Come on. It's all good. Let's look at your time. What did you do on Friday? What was so busy on Friday? Because the clubs don't kick off till around 11 anyway. So what were you doing that was so busy around 11 o'clock?
Friday, I went to the gym.
But hey, you put more time into the weights again. See, Bud, the sickness. They put
But
more
the
time
thing
into
is,
Yeah, see, but what I'm saying is, caller, you went to the gym.
It ain't no problem going to the club.
Caller, listen.
Hey,
listen.
caller, you went to the gym, I will agree. But I bet you went there to catch. Not explicitly to catch, you went to work out, but you had catching on your mind. Yes or no?
That's always on my mind.
See?
Hey, so what I'm saying, bro, listen to me, man. What I'm saying is you'd rather go somewhere to the gym where you know bitches is there to work out, as opposed to going somewhere where you know bitches is trying to let their hair down and socialize.
That's not why I went to the gym, though. That's not why I went to the gym. I went to the gym to get a workout in.
But wait a second.
Yeah, but man, you can't tell me you wasn't thinking about catching.
Right, exactly. You was thinking, but you were bird watching.
The school, where I'm at, it ain't really a lot to catch for real.
All right, but young man.
I don't really be thinking about catching.
Hey man, he got an excuse for everything, so let him roll with it.
No, I'm not making excuses.
Wait, young man.
That's all you're doing is making excuses.
Making excuses. I'm asking you, what were you doing? You were so busy at 11 o'clock when you couldn't go to a club.
Nothing.
All right. I don't have a car, so
unless
somebody.
Hey man, you don't need no car.
You don't need a car. Wait. You don't have Uber. Wait. You don't have Uber.
I don't have a car.
Caller, you don't have you kids got apps. So you don't have Uber and Lyft on your phone?
Yeah, I do, but I didn't go. I just didn't go.
Wait. Now, how did you get to the gym?
It's right across the street from where I live at.
Okay, so you walked over to the gym. So you couldn't find a way to get to the club. You couldn't get to get an Uber to drive, to get dropped off, go to the club, have a good time, and get an Uber to come back?
I'm not gonna lie. If I wanted to really go to the club, I would have been able to go.
So there's my point. Okay, see what I'm saying? You put more emphasis on the gym and the weights, again, your sickness, than you do with meeting women and socializing. But is it because like we talking about, Bud? Is it because your brand is so basic, boring, and bland that you feel like if I do go to the club, I'm going to lose anyway because there's nothing interesting about me?
No, I like going to the club. I just didn't go last weekend. That's what I'm trying to say. I definitely been to the clubs, though.
I know that, but I'm just saying for you and that other Mr. Brian, I guess he got quiet as a church mouse because he ain't saying anything. Because I'm always hoping he can explain why he's scared of going to the club, because I don't understand what y'all guys. I don't understand how y'all guys say you want women, Bud, and then there's a place that you can go to meet women, but you ain't going to meet women. But then you complain that there ain't no women out there to meet. How does that work?
Hey, Dean, that's a vicious cycle.
That's crazy to me. That is crazy to me because you didn't do it on Friday, but you had a chance to do it on Saturday, and you didn't do that.
It was a point in time where I was going to the club each and every weekend. like kissing girls, socializing, just having fun.
Wait,
like I don't have no problem with going to
well,
the
y'all
club.
all do.
It's just I didn't go last weekend.
Here's a person that has a dog as a thumbnail, and he's saying you don't have to deal with all that arguing. Wait a second. Wait. What fucked up ass clubs are y'all going to where y'all argue with women? Who argues with women?
Yeah, no, I don't.
Okay, there's something. Okay, for all you guys out here, is showing that your brand there's something wrong with your brand, because are you reading this, Bud? This young man.
Hey, Dean, yes, I'm reading it, man. And what I'm saying is, why be in the world when you think like that?
This is crazy to me.
Why be in the fucking world when you think like that? If you want to stay home, stay your ass home, man. But what we talking about is socializing and branding yourself. Of course, you have motherfuckers that want to be by themselves.
Promoting your brand.
You are the brand. You should be promoting yourself. Okay, wait a second.
That's what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is, okay, let's say that person is right. There is a club where women argue. How much you want to bet if Bud and I go to that club, they won't be arguing with us. They'll be smiling, laughing, and interacting with us. So is it the thing? Okay, here you go. That's what it makes
sense. It's
not
the women. It's you.
Well, no. It makes sense. So, but again, we sometimes we get these red pill homosexual guys in here. So it's okay. It's okay. It's okay, big guy. It makes all sense. So
he said red pill gave him information that we need to talk about. Ain't that a bitch?
But yeah, but no. But that's what I'm saying. So the homophobic guys, and you can stay here, burr, if you want to, and ask your questions. But as y'all guys can see, this is why there is a huge disconnect with a lot of you young men with women, and y'all become incels because you listen to other men to teach you how to think about other men. But back to you, caller. Well, we can get back, but back to you. What I'm saying is that the thing about commercials, they always want to have their commercials on, right? Right. Why not put yourself in a position to meet women all the time when you have the time?
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why couldn't you make time? That's all I'm asking. You didn't have to listen. Bud and I are saying you don't have to go to these events, but all y'all do is complain that I can't get women, or you complain that women are mean and women are cruel, or like this guy, women are argumentative. Right? Y'all make all these excuses from the comfort of your own home. But how do you know how women are if you're not even putting yourself in a place or environment, Bud, to be around women?
They can't know, man. And they don't care that they don't know, because arguing women is not the goddamn problem. If you come at a woman and you say some foul shit, and she in one of these spots where she got to stand up for herself, she ain't gonna take time to wonder about, are you a man or a mouse? She gonna treat you like a little mouse and start talking shit. Period. So it gotta be the way you coming at the women. Berber.
Yes. Yeah. So caller, tell us about your brand when you get around women. What do you say to them?
I usually, when I first meet a woman, I introduce myself. Tell her why I'm meeting her, like being honest.
Well, no, you're doing the things I told you to do. So you're just regurgitating what I said. So that's fine. But go ahead. So let's stop that. Let's move to another point then, because you're just regurgitating what I told you to do, which is fine. I'm not gonna get argue on that. Now here's the part. That's 1, 2, and 3. Let's move to the 4, 5, and 6. Well, now she's calling you on the phone. Now y'all are outside of the club. She saw Rosebud over here and said, you know what? I'm not gonna talk, even though I have Rosebud's number and I really want to talk to that old motherfucker over there. But you know what? You're more my age, you're more my type. So let me go and talk to you. But if you cannot intrigue me like that old motherfucker did over here, I'm gonna call him after I talk to you. So what are you gonna show or intrigue her to keep her interest on you versus on that motherfucking Rosebud over there that was sitting over there chilling?
Yeah. So
See?
we at the 6. So basically she mine. So basically I'm gonna
just what?
I'ma talk crazy to her, like.
But okay, but wait. Now
Like
remember,
touching her, feeling on her.
no, wait, no, stop that.
Or,
Remember that John Rosebud didn't put a hand on her. He wasn't talking crazy to her. Remember, he was exciting her, he was seducing her, and he was being a good time he was touching her with his words, not with his hands. So, but her thing is that, you know what? I'm not really into older men, but I really want to talk to him. But hey, you look my age. We're the same age. You're 21. I'm 22. I'm 24. I'm gonna give you the first shot. I like this old man, what he's saying, but I'm gonna give you the shot first. But if your brand cannot intrigue me and move me, then I'm gonna go over to this old man over here, because his brand looks like he knows what he's talking about. He is arrogant, he's selfish, he's conceited, he is all about himself, but the way he makes me feel, but I'm gonna try to give you a shot first. You're telling me your brand is going to put your hands on her and touch and feel on her?
I'm gonna say fuck Rosebud. Let's go to the car and let's make out. Something along the lines of that.
Hey, now.
He go try.
Hey, I might not have said that shit, but he sure said what I'd have said. Fuck that Rosebud. Hey, I'd have told that bitch to take your ass over the Rosebud.
Gotta get away.
All right. So, you got any other questions? Because we got a few questions in here, but do you have any other questions, buddy?
Man, no, but I'm a good coaching though, because I definitely want to learn.
Yeah, you got to learn, man. You listen. I want you young men to be in prime. We're so close to spring break, and you young men are still blinded by the fact that y'all, like that. You know, the guy in the chat room. Y'all guys think women are bad. You know, women love to have fun. And women want to be around a brand that is going to be fun, but without judgment, fun without jealousy, fun without insecurity, fun without bitching, and fun without being a victim. Bud, what say you?
Hey, man, ditto. I am really with that. I believe that victim shit, as far as women be arguing all the time, blah, 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 that shit is planted in these motherfuckers' head, and they look for things. They look for arguments. They look for problems. They don't look for the good time. They don't, because they can't provide it, for one thing. But we look for a good time because, as far as a good time, it take two, and we know we gonna hold up our end. Yeah, we all automatically know we gonna hold our end, no matter what kind of broad it is. But you guys don't.
Right. Because, and Mr. Bryant, we need to ask you, why are you not going to the clubs and the bars? You said you don't go there. So I'm asking you, why don't you go there? You don't have to dance if you don't know how to dance. You don't have to buy a woman a drink. It's all about socializing. Like Bud said, and please, I will hope you correct him, is that you feel that you cannot handle the competition. Which Bud, in my thing, he's looking at what the other men are doing versus what he needs to do. So, Mr. Bryan, we hope you can answer that question, because you're just talking about a bunch of shit right now. You said you don't go to bars and clubs. We want to know now, this guy on the phone, he's making excuses. He goes, but he's making excuses. We had to thump him on that. We're asking you, Mr. Bryan, why don't you go to bars and clubs? What is so scary about a bar and a club? Because guess what, Bud? They don't think this. They think raggedy bitches just go to bars and clubs. No, lawyers, doctors, every woman from every genre goes to the bar and club to have a drink, to have fun, to relax. So it's not just raggedy ass women. All women go to bars and clubs to have a relaxing atmosphere. But caller, we'll throw you back in. What's up?
I got a question though. Would you say his thinking is the reason why he can't go to a bar or club and just have fun?
Of course.
Because it's sometimes like when I'm in the bar or the club, it's people sitting in there like on the wall. And like when I was younger, I used to be one of those people. But now, after I evolved and really learned how to be fun and be social, you know.
Yeah, but do you hear what you're saying, bro? You learned, you evolved, you learned how to be fun and be social. Otherwise, when you were just standing up against the wall, you wasn't being social.
So do you think that's a part of your brand, though?
No,
like
that's
that,
not, no,
knowing
that's
like
brand
your mentality.
that's brand X. That's a bad brand. That's a bad brand.
Yeah,
Because here's the $1 million question. What is a woman going to get out of you if you're bland, basic, and boring? What does she get?
bland, basic, and boring.
So then if she sees Bud exciting and fun, and he's not even asking to buy, he's not even offering a drink, and he's exciting and fun, but you're bland and boring and you're buying drinks, who you think she's gonna fuck with?
But
Why?
because he's drawing more emotions out of her. She's having fun, and yeah, he making her feel a certain type of way, and that comes from. That's what I'm saying. So that comes from who you are as a person.
Yeah, you got to know yourself.
When
Right.
y'all talk about your brand.
Right. You got to know. That's what we're trying to tell you, young men. Y'all don't know yourselves, and y'all don't set yourselves apart from the next man. You are different. You should be able to believe that, you know what? I am excitement. I am fun. I am all these things, and I know I am, but if you know you are, she's gonna feel that. But you know that y'all get exposed because what they do, like this young man, again, I always tell you, I understand y'all want to go to the gym because these people on the internet tell you go to the gym and get big muscles and go to the thing and get all these nice clothes, but your clothes and your muscles can't speak like you can.
Worth a fuck. Hey, these guys act like them. They be walking down the street in a shirt in the window, say, "Hey, come in here and buy me." No, man, you decide to buy the shirt. The shirt don't tell you to buy it.
Yes,
You know, you guys really need to take what we're saying to heart. You have no identity.
Yes.
And if you do, if any one of you have an identity, just call in and let me hear 3 or 4 things that's your core identity.
Right.
Just to let me know somebody out there has an identity. Because it seems to us that you guys all identify with the same thing. Nothing.
Right. Or identify with someone tells you to
What
identify.
do you mean by core identity? Like, what are some qualities of a core identity?
Shoot, man. Do you procrastinate? Do you say shit that you're gonna do and you don't do it? Do you do that? Yes.
No.
Well, if you don't do it, that's part of your core identity, and you're better than most people.
No,
Now, I'm saying,
so it's about a standard and so it's about the standards that you have for yourself, basically.
Well, but she should reckon. Okay, but I always say, you know, the thing about women, when they see a man, they'll recognize. You don't see, y'all guys try to force women to see versus allow them to feel. The key word is feel, bud.
Hey, yeah, and hey, Dean, I'm gonna say this, and I know you're gonna jump on it, but they all say one thing, one way or another, and they say, "Oh shit, I'm scared of you."
Yeah. Oh shit. Oh no, wait, hold on, bud. First they like, look at that ass and look at them titties. Then, oh shit, I'm scared of you.
Hey, I'm telling you, man, women can tell by the way you sound as far as what you say.
But
you ain't gotta touch her.
Yeah.
You can touch her with what you saying. You can touch her with what you exuding.
Yes. But I call that emotional perfect pitch, but it's something I'm trying to get them guys to see, meaning that women can recognize femininity in a guy. They can recognize fear. They can recognize nervousness because they've seen it so much. It's like second nature to them. So it doesn't matter what you're lifting, because the moment you open your mouth, bud, but it's not even open your mouth. The moment you look at her and she looks at you and you look away, she already knows, bud. She already knows.
Most of you look down to the ground at your shoes.
Yeah.
and that's the thing I've been kind of staying disciplined on, like, cause I really been growing, and I understand what y'all talking about when, like, you say emotional perfect pitch, because, like, even when you're outside, you know, even interacting with anybody, it's like the nonverbals is what's going help your communication and like, and that comes from like your morals and principles and who you are.
Well, but we're saying, but you don't know your more. Okay, again, the key word. Okay, but I think what they're doing is they define a woman by her ass and her titties. And I think because they define women by what they see, they think women do the same thing back. So they feel that I got to create the building. You know, I got to create the body, I got to create the clothes, and I'm going to be good enough. You know, that's going to get, hey, that's all I need to do. I just need to have this perfect body that she wants and I'm going to get her. But the moment they open their motherfucking mouth, bud,
That's right.
that you everything topples, because at that point the woman bud then starts to recognize things that they don't have. They start to recognize that he has no personality, he has no way of communicating, he can't delegate, he can't cultivate wisdom, and this man can't lead me anywhere. It's like I'm leading him based off my ass and my titties.
Hey, you know, another good point in my life was being able to witness how many motherfuckers that was fucked up, burnt up, missing an arm,
And
missing a leg,
got all kind of women.
And they got women like a motherfucker.
I know.
Hey, man, them motherfuckers had as many women as me, did as much as me, and them motherfuckers was accepted like me. And they might even call him one leg Al or one leg arm. Or, I mean, you know, whatever. And because the motherfucker stood up, he ain't thinking about the leg that's gone because it's gone.
Right.
He here. Hey, a motherfucker weigh 500 pounds or 450 pounds have bitches. I mean, shit. You guys are really talking some crazy shit.
Yeah.
When you say women this and women that.
You have got to stop listening to people that try to define women through the eyes of hatred. They're
basically complaining.
Well, that's
all they doing is crying, and what they are, the motherfuckers is complaining about women because they losers.
Right. You know, a man doesn't complain about women. There's nothing wrong. There's no
problem.
There's no bar. Like, hey, bud, you know it's Friday night. Let's go to the arguing bar.
Let's go to the bar where we certainly gonna have an argument. Hey, and what that's gonna do? That's gonna force me and you to sit at the bar and drink together. Become gay. That's all that shit is making you turn off from women so you can see dudes as your option.
Yes, yeah, man. Y'all don't want to do that, guys. Y'all want to wake up and brand yourself better. All right, caller, we'll throw you back in. Any other questions? You good, big guy?
All
right, thank you for the call, big guy. I thank you for the call. Guys, lines are open. Area code 502. Sorry for the wait. 502, what's your name and what's your question, sir?
Yo, this is Saul Brown speaking. What up, Steve? What up, Rosebud?
What's going on, brother? What's up?
Yeah, what's up, man? My question is about the title of the show, about personal branding.
Yes.
So I was wondering, I'm making a mistake here, so I'm hoping to get clarity on that. But I had originally thought that I was supposed to be building my real life brand and establishing how I move as a person first. But after hearing y'all talk, I'm wondering if I'm supposed to be building my personal brand at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
It's balance. That's what balance is about.
Hey, and look, man, you can chew gum and walk.
Yeah. Oh, I'd say walk and chew gum, but he's the same way. Yes.
I'm just saying, man, you can do two things at once, man. You just got to know what you're doing, and you got to watch what you're doing so that you don't miss anything.
Yeah. See, from your from your book smarts. All right, check it out. You're being responsible. That's all you're doing. You building and paying your bill. That's just being responsible. But that's not who you are. That's something you do. You get a job to pay your bills. That's what regular people do. But you guys out here, you leave this thing called personality in the dust. You don't
Yeah,
work
yeah,
on
yeah.
your personality, but yet
Yeah,
then you
yeah.
go to a bar with a stick up your ass. Hi, my name is Roger. I'm a Pisces, and I read the Wall Street Journal. I mean, that's how y'all sound because you think because you're doing a thing you should be doing anyway, a woman should automatically open her legs to you. No, your personality, you should, like what Bud said, walk and chew gum. It's a balance. You should always work on yourself, even while you're looking for a job or you're going to school. But I think that's where they go wrong because they just are so focused on the job, but they leave their personality behind in the dust. Bud, what say you?
Well, I mean, even a athlete, they have a personality, but on that whatever they doing, Hussein Bolt, he was like a real fucking comedian type dude. But that motherfucker get on that track with him, he gonna burn your ass up because he was about what he was about, but at the same time, he didn't lose himself being about what he was about.
Right, right.
Yeah, yeah. So I think where I made a mistake is because you know how I misunderstood something. 'Cause you know how you talk about the I am that I do.
Hmm?
Because I think I assumed something. I should have asked about it, but I think I thought I was supposed to get to the I am first. But I just
No,
realized like
you're
by
not.
not doing it, I'm still in the do mode. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like not doing it is
no,
meaning that I do right.
no. Well,
You know what I'm saying?
you're looking at what you do as who you are, and that's not it. You don't
Yeah.
know who you are, and that's why the brand right now is bad. Let me ask you the question: what did you do this weekend?
Oh, this weekend I worked. I've been working overtime to get ready for the move, so I just been working overtime.
Okay, overtime overnight.
Yeah, I work 2 jobs, so I've been doing extra shifts in the morning, extra shifts at night.
Okay, so you didn't get a chance to go to any bars or clubs or anything like that.
Nah, because I'm trying to set myself up to be able to go out every weekend. So when I move, I'm trying to be out every weekend. So I've been working a lot right now. You know what I'm
Okay, so you're working. Okay, so now
saying?
what are you doing to work on yourself? On your self? What does that look like? What are you doing to work on yourself?
Yeah. Watching the show and listening to the pathway. That's it right now.
But that's going to get you halfway there, but you still got to be the student, dog. You're kind of
Yeah, yeah,
you're half-assing it because look at your question. Your question, you asked a wrong question and you didn't ask. So you believe what you were believing, it threw you totally off. So have you talked to any?
yeah,
When's the last
yeah.
time you spoke to a woman?
No.
Wait, what do you mean you don't know? Wait, what do you mean you don't know?
Wait. What was the
When
question?
is the last time you spoke to a
Oh,
woman?
you said when was the last time I spoke to a woman? Like Valentine's Day.
Dog, that's a month ago, buddy. What are we doing?
Yeah,
What do you mean? Yeah, how old are you?
I'm 23.
You don't find it odd that you haven't talked to a woman in over a month?
I think, yeah, it is.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But a month?
So I mean, what do you think about your relationship with the opposite sex?
I mean, I just think I haven't been going out enough. I just been working. That's it. I mean, that's the only. It's kind of an
I'm not
excuse.
gonna tell you not to work. I ain't gonna say that, but I do think all of you guys should understand that's what make you boring. You can't do
Yeah, yeah,
two
All
things
work,
at
no
once.
play.
You got to do one thing. You got to think one way. Fuck that. You can do 7 things at the same time. More than that, and you don't have to. There's never just one way to do something. So you got to remember that shit.
yeah, yeah.
Make yourself think.
Yeah, I think I'm like making a bunch of connections right now. I remember Steve had said something one time, but I think this is going back to being outcome dependent a little bit because it's like I think what keeps me from just going out like spontaneously when I have like 30 minutes or something is that I'm always trying to just get an outcome versus you know what I'm saying just go out to go out.
But
Well, wait. That phrase "go out." What do you
Yeah,
think that means?
go to a bar or club, just go out to you know what I'm saying, just go out to talk to women and stuff like that.
Well, I'm saying you don't understand when you say go out. That's what you're going to do. Go to be social. You're not going out to dinner. You're not going out to a movie. You're going out. So that out has a question mark at it. You don't at the end. You don't really know what the fuck you're gonna do. You're just ready to do what socializing involves. It could be with a new woman. It could be with a woman you know. It could be with some friends. But you got to go out to go out, man. You can't just go out because you got something to do.
Yeah. I'm a little confused. I want to ask you about this because,
what are you confused about?
I hear you talk all the time about how you need to make sure you're learning, like you're trying to learn. But I think I might have misunderstood that because whenever I go out, my first thought is always like I need to learn this thing Steve talked about, or I need to make sure I see this thing. You know what I mean? Versus just going out.
No. That's the problem.
Hey, bro, if you do it like that, you'll never learn it.
You're never learning, right? Okay, you're putting too much emphasis on what I'm saying versus you need to do the thing and then come back to me and we talk about the thing that you're doing and then tie in what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So you're kind of
I'm like just listening to you talk about it makes more sense because like it's like I ruin my experience every time because I'm like trying so hard to get something.
No, don't try hard to get.
No, you putting the cart before the horse.
Yes.
Yeah, because like when y'all talk, like I'm starting to see where I messed up. Because when y'all talk and y'all break shit down, right? Y'all make some real complicated seem a little simple for us, even though it's not simple. You know what I'm saying?
No, turn on a light switch is turn on a light switch.
Yeah.
That's all.
But when I go out, right, and I try to see from y'all's perspective, like I'm not able to.
No.
So I think
You
that's
can't
what's
see.
fucking me
Okay,
up.
you can't see on the level you're on right now, so you can't see our perspective. You can't.
Why would you go out trying to see? Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Why don't you go out trying to see from your perspective?
Yes.
How come you don't use,
look,
how
I mean,
come you don't use what we say
my bad,
to develop your own perspective? Use what we say as guidelines. If you're trying to do what we say verbatim, then you're going to be spending all your time thinking about what the fuck we said.
Yeah, that makes so much sense. I think I might have figured it out because I'm supposed to be going out and coming back to ask y'all what's wrong. Not what's wrong with my perspective, but I need to go see and then have y'all correct my perspective. Pretty much is what I should have been doing.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You're not doing that. So what you're doing is you're cloaking all that into work because you're putting pressure saying, well, I hear Steve and Bud and the fellas do all these things. I can't do those things, but because I can't do those things, fuck it. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to focus on work and use that as an excuse not to get around women.
So I'm not even working. I'm just going out trying to copy y'all is what I've been doing. I ain't even
we're
working.
We're not asking you to copy it. I'm saying build your own amusement park. Do you think, you take Disney or Six Flags, do you think they give a fuck who comes in there?
Nah, they don't.
They saying this. Look, hey, yo, we got the rides. We have the roller coaster rides. We are the fun. We are the exciting. What you gonna do? Because if you don't do it, somebody else will. We don't care.
No, just that makes a lot of sense. Like I already feel like a little bit of a weight out. Like it just feels a lot like going out is gonna be lighter. Just thinking about it right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think I had it all mixed up for real.
No, but that's why you need to.
But I got one more question.
Yeah, sure.
Too.
What's up, buddy? What's up?
Yeah. So I remember hearing you talk. You like broke down the different types of men that go to the club, right? You talk about the one that goes to the wall, the one that goes to the bathroom, and the one that goes to the bar, right?
Yes.
So I wanted to see because you guys are talking about personal branding today. If there's kind of an equivalent of that, because I noticed I'm not using Instagram right. You know what I mean? Like I don't have no posts. I don't post.
No, well, we got to work on your online presence as well as offline. I'm gonna say Bud. Okay, so Bud won't. If Bud goes to the bar, which I doubt first, I think Bud walks in the club and he starts talking to women. I mean, he just starts saying, "Hey, I'm the amusement park called Rosebud. What's up?" You know, just talking to women. Women aren't used to men because women don't see too many men like Rosebud and myself that will go right in there and start talking to women. I'm not going to sit up on the wall. What the fuck would I do that for? I can do that at home. Again, I don't drink, so I don't need to go for a bar because even if I did drink, I don't need liquid courage because I believe in myself. Bud believes in himself. He doesn't need liquid courage.
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
doesn't go piss because he's nervous. And I don't go piss because I'm nervous. You know, that's what y'all guys do. Bud and I will go to go there, and we'll start talking to the women because we're introducing them to our brand. This is John. Hey, I'm John Dixon. I'm Rosebud, baby. 10 toes down.
Hey, and if I went to the bathroom first, when I came out that motherfucker, I know good and well I'd be walking towards whoever I spotted on my way to the bathroom. You know, I'm getting at them. I'm just getting at them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yo, does that make sense? Because like I'm seeing the connection because like when I had originally asked about like posting and stuff like that, it makes sense that I'm not doing it because I'm not even going out. Because how am I gonna be able to do that if I'm not going out when I should? You know what I'm saying? So I'm seeing like that makes sense as like that problem I had fucking up all of it. You know what I'm saying?
Wait,
I lost you, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. I was saying that when I had asked about if I'm supposed to be doing personal branding first, and you said I'm supposed to be doing both. Yeah. I was saying it makes sense that I asked that bad question because I should be going out in the first place. But that, you know what I mean? That was a bad question.
Well, no, it's
that
not
came
a bad.
From the wrong place,
there's no bad questions.
The bad question is the one you don't ask.
Yeah, the bad ones are the ones you don't ask. Yeah. So do you ask now? Listen. Thing about all we try to teach all you young men out here, there are no bad questions you're asking. It just gives us a better understanding of who you are and where you need to go. So it's good that
I just see where I was confused now because I shouldn't even ask that if I knew.
Hey, bro, you know where you confused that?
You know what I'm saying?
You know where you confused that, bro?
Yeah. Well, I don't think so because.
Well, you're confused because you don't use the information you learn. You just learn it.
Yeah.
And then you might read it a couple of times, but you don't use it. Information don't do you any good if you don't use it. Actually, it clutters your mind. You only have a certain amount of storage, so you don't want just useless information. You want to use every bit of information you get. So if he's saying you should do both at the same time, you should if that's what you want to do, you should consciously be doing both. While you walking into where you're coming in, you say, well, I'm branding myself to everybody right now. But as soon as I do that, I'm a brand. And you say you're going to go get at somebody. And you thinking the same way about branding, but you getting at somebody knowing you can't just be broadly branding. You got to specifically brand.
Right. She wants to.
Yeah. Kind of like collecting information versus downloading it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well,
this goes back to why you be saying not to take notes.
Another reason you lose is that you always try to analyze shit so you can make some little statement that makes sense to you.
Right.
Some of this shit don't make sense. You know what an oxymoron is?
Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Do you know what an oxymoron is?
I think, when you just keep saying shit in a different way, but it doesn't make sense.
Well, no. An oxymoron is when you say up and you say down. It's the same thing. Otherwise, oxymorons can go either way. That's how life is. You know, there is no right.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
There is no right. There is no wrong. You know, just what is right for the time or the situation you in. There is not one way to do something. Right. There is several ways to do any one thing, and you shouldn't get stuck like you do, because when you put them in little statements, just like downloading and whatever you said, when you put them in little statements that's how you fix your mind to think about it.
No, I think I see what you're saying. It's like I'm obsessed with trying to get it right way instead of just doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, also, Bud, I think he's also doing is trying to fix for comfort. I don't think he wants to be the discount. The comfort is hiding behind I work 2 jobs a day. The discomfort is actually going out there and say, oh God, there's a woman right there. What am I going to do?
That is the discomfort, but I think the comfort comes when he make those analogies. You know,
Yeah.
instead of accepting this shit for what was said, meaning he could do this or that, he interprets it to a little sentence, and you can only do what this sentence is. You know, I forget what you said. You said something about downloading.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Oh, I said it's like I'm trying to collect information instead of like actually download it and take it in. That's what I said.
Right. See, now that makes sense to him. So that's the way he's thinking about whatever the fuck we was talking about. But that's not what what he's not doing is using the information.
Right. But that's what I was saying. Remember, we coined it. Book smart, street stupid.
Book smart, life stupid.
Well, no. We're gonna add street. That we're gonna say life, street game, street stupid, street. So what they're so used to doing is the teacher gives you the assignment, you look in your book, you study the book, you take the notes, you get a test, you get graded, and you move on. So they still think they take that mentality and they think they can get away with the same thing on the street part of the game, that I can just listen to John say what he says. I can take the notes. I can study what he's saying. And that means I know what he's saying because I studied it long enough to understand what he means. But then a woman comes along, oh, what do I do? See, so they're not really incorporating. They're not going out there and doing. Okay, but think it, do it. They're just
that what she was describing is rote, ROTE, learning. And you study something, you take a test on it, and you did good. No, you haven't learned shit. You just memorized something. The way you learn something is to take whatever it is and go do it in real life. And then you come back and take the test. Now you can take that test because you're going to pass it. If you do shit by reading it and not by experiencing it, you haven't experienced it. I mean, all doctors read about being doctors before they become doctors. But every one of them had to become a doctor. Every one of them. So you got to become a motherfucker that believe in himself. You got to become a person that believe what you think. That's why you have to compliment all your successes, little ones and big ones.
Right.
And pretty soon you'll start believing that you can do what you're trying to do.
So who are you? Who are you? Caller?
Yeah, I don't even know how to answer that question.
Right. Okay. And there lies the problem. And it's okay because a lot of guys have the same answer. That's why the game is so important. Because if you don't know who you are, you can't expect a woman to know who you are. You can't. It doesn't work that way.
Well, what they do is let women tell them who they are.
Right. Well, because that's then at that point, she's dictating her terms on what you are. Exactly. I agree on that, bud. Absolutely. Yeah. So that's why it's important to learn the game the right way. Look, get your money. And Bud and I, we commend you young men for working hard and getting a job and making money and paying your bills, but that's not going to help you when it comes to interacting with women. It's not. That is not going to help you at all.
Yeah.
You're going to be brand X.
All right.
Because it's been a month. Listen, you guys are too young to do this to me. And I'm talking about me. Hey, Bud, I remember in the 4th grade, Bud, I do every Friday and Saturday. If I wasn't going to spend a night at my boy's house and we play video games all night, we still going to the roller skating. We're going to the roller skating rink Friday night. Saturday's going to be the mall. Saturday night it's going to be the skating rink or the movie theater. We catch some girls. That's a
motherfucker had something to do because it was the time to do it.
Yes, it was always having something to do, man. Come on.
And what you're saying is during the week a motherfucker did whatever he did. But on the weekend, we had some weekend shit to do.
School, homework, bud. Homework and football. Homework and football. So that was
during the week.
during the
But
week.
on the weekend, the skating ring, the fucking cinema, wherever you gonna meet, or party.
Yes, all that, or parties, or house parties, or something. But we was always getting into something. It was always like that at junior high school, college, and that's where, guys, that's why y'all are messing up, because y'all are too busy staying at home.
Well, Dean, you know, we didn't have to worry about a motherfucker coming in there shooting up the party.
Well, okay, well, we could take out the party, but I'm still saying, be in an environment where you could be in an environment where women. It was just where women were at. So it was more about showcasing. So I don't care where it was at. I knew that my brand, Bud, or your brand, I knew that when I got there, I'm gonna stand the fuck out, because I know what my brand's about. Me.
Hey, I'm gonna stand out because I ain't got no goddamn muscles.
hey, right, Bud. I'm short as fuck. I ain't got no muscles. I ain't got none of that. And Bud, to this day, that's what I'm saying. I stand out because hey, Bud, I've got a dad bod.
Hey, a motherfucker stand out because he know what he know, where he come from, where he going, and how he gonna get there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. See what I'm saying, young man? So yes, do all the things
I
you do.
appreciate the answer for both y'all.
All right, well, great call, man. That was an excellent call, man. If you have any questions, let us know. We'll throw you back in, buddy. Okay, great call.
All right,
okay?
I'm gonna be listening. I'm gonna call back.
All right, respect. Peace. Great. That was a great ass call, man. Shit.
Yeah, you know, Dean, talking about branding yourself to women and shit. The mistake I see a lot of these dudes making is empathizing with women and fucking understanding everything they talking about.
Yes.
That makes you a girlfriend.
I don't want to be a girlfriend.
I don't want to be a girlfriend either.
I want to be a girlfriend. I want to be a girlfriend.
Now I might try to imagine being in her shoes, but I'm a fail.
Well, we could do, like, girlfriend things, I'm
a fail on purpose is what I'm saying. I ain't understanding, I know, different things as far as that go, but expressing that shit to women, I'm not really doing that because they take it the wrong way.
Oh man, no, no.
They take it like you putting one of your nuts in their purse. And you can only get this other nut back when you gonna fuck me.
Yeah, man. Nah, hey, all right, guys. We put a question, put a Q in there. Lines are open. He says, "What is the best choosing signals a woman can give, such as a smile, to keep looking at me as such?" So, what are the best choosing signals?
Hey, first, choosing is not done by looking at somebody.
Talk to her, bud. Talk to him.
Choosing is done by who's ever choosing coming up to you and handing you a gang of money and telling you that they want to be with you. Now, if they ain't doing that, they ain't choosing. Use the right words. The word you're looking for is if I'm getting some action.
Some action.
Yeah, like a broad's looking at me and keeping looking at me, blah, blah, blah. And then what he say, what's the best action?
Yeah.
The best action is the one you move on and get some action. Otherwise, if she was smiling at you and you moved on that, that's the best action. But she might not be smiling at you. She might look at you and turn her head and sneak another look. And that's the best action. The one you move on is the best action. Stop needing things defined.
Yeah, I feel like he's waiting for someone to say with a flag, "Hey," a woman say, "Look at me. Look at me. I'm looking at you," or something. Y'all are playing too much defense. I don't want to wait, but I don't wait. If I see her, I'm going to talk to her. I'm not going to wait for her to look, smile, or anything. I'm not looking for that shit. Now, if they do it, that's a bonus, but I don't care. I'm going to go after what I want to talk to and not care about the result. All I can do is present the brand, bud. That's all we can do. All I can do.
That's all any of us can do.
Yeah,
When
that's it.
when a motherfucker, Rolls Royce and got jewels on and shit, you as you approach a person, you look a certain way to them, and they already kind of apprehensive because you might be a gangster or something, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So when you open your mouth, you already know that these motherfuckers is paying attention to see if they can fuck with you.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
why you make the shit approachable.
Right. And here's a bad one. BKB, I grabbed this. I want to make sure I showed this. Guys, got a question. Make sure y'all put a Q. Lines are open. But see, he's saying you got to find a subject that you both are interested in, then pick her brain. What? This is not school. But
why would you need to do that? Who said that? Where's that?
But read it. I just posted it. Look and read it. It says you got to find a subject you both are interested in, pick her brain, and then figure out how to make her feel comfortable and shoot your shot. Fuck no. That puts you in the friend zone.
Hey, I don't need to find a subject. What I do, and I didn't tell you guys, you need to have this in your arsenal. I fucking have 3, 4, 5 things that I'm going to talk about when I meet her. And I'm not going to talk about them. I'm just going to mention them if I need to. But mentioning them is to see where she's at on that particular whatever I mentioned. Now, let's say she started talking about the first thing I mentioned. I might not mention the other 4 because now we're talking about this. But from this conversation, I'm going to get into talking to her one-on-one about me and her or whatever based on that initial conversation that we have, find something in common. See, that's what I'll be trying to do. I relax that motherfucker so she don't think about how fly I look. And she'll see me as a regular motherfucker getting at her, and she'll be creaming because I look exactly like I act.
Right. Well, because you know these 3 major things. Do you represent fun and adventure? Check. Yes. Do you embody strength and security? Check. Yes. Are you, here's the key, are you an exclusive prize that she has to work for or just another option that she can run? And you know you're the prize. And a lot of these young men, they are not fun. They're basic and boring. They don't embody strength because weakness is being afraid to walk up to somebody. And just another option, if you're just like every other guy out there, then she's just going to choose who she wants to choose. But there's nothing exclusive about the person that just asked that question. That's why it seems like he had to say, you know what, I have to find a subject that we're interested in. Who gives a fuck what she's interested in? But who gives a fuck about a subject that she's interested in? And what is that going to do for me?
Hey, in reality, you don't care.
And don't give a no.
Because she's going to be interested in you. All you got to do is get to talking to her.
Because, Bud, right, I'm the subject.
Well, not only are you the subject, you're the question and the answer.
I'm the cause of the cure, baby. But that's how you got. That's why, KB. That's why I understand why you said you don't go to clubs and bars, because unfortunately you're just not interesting enough to have a great conversation with a woman. This guy says, so does brand so does the brand have concrete parts of, or brand is whatever I want to showcase?
No, man, it has concrete parts. If you say you're a man of integrity, I can see and I can feel it, whether you telling the truth or not. Because if you say it, I'm gonna look for some shit. You know, if you don't procrastinate, I can feel it. Not only you saying it, you won't do it. Now that's not concrete like cement, but that's concrete because it's something you can touch. You can't physically touch it, but you can either believe it or not. So I am really saying that you're conscious of it, which makes it concrete. And when someone else is conscious of it, they see it, it makes it concrete for them too. But that's the key. That's the hard, not the really hard, but that's the main thing, making people see what you think of yourself.
Right. And when I hear him say showcase, the question is, do I want to showcase it for her, or am I showcasing it because it's me? And for a lot of these guys, they showcase to try to impress the woman.
Yeah.
Again, when y'all say showcase, most of y'all are been taught on the internet, you want to showcase your outer, but you understand women are looking at how you think and how you move and how you behave and all these inner things. See, your outer can be perfect. Remember, Bud, it can be a Ferrari or a Bugatti with a Pinto engine in it. You know what I mean? It can look nice on the outside. And
Hey, I didn't see a Rolls Royce with a Chevrolet engine.
So please understand, just because it looks nice, because the internet tells you that they like looking at nice things. Yes, women look at nice things all the time, but when you open your mouth and showcase who you are behind those nice things, it makes you scratch your head and wonder, well, somebody told me to lift all these weights to get these muscles, but the woman's not talking to me. Someone told me to get all these nice lavish clothes for women, and I got these nice things. Yeah, they're around me, but they want to be my friend, Bud. They just want to be friendly with me. So,
Man, when you dress nice, let's say you're in a club and it ain't that packed, then you came by yourself. So what you do to brand, as far as branding yourself, you speak to people, but you be cool. You walk over to wherever, let's say the bar. You walk over to the bar and you don't really converse with nobody. You just speak to people. You buy yourself a drink, blah, blah, blah. Then you turn around, you look out at the audience, whoever looking, because it's always an audience to a person because they're looking at you. If you don't think that, you don't think shit of your goddamn self. What I'm saying is they're always looking at me. So I look at my audience and I try to, as far as that go, I try to look cool. As far as how I sip my drink. Then I go straight to somebody I didn't see, some female, and I get at them. And if that's the case, whatever happens, happens. Sometimes I leave right away. Sometimes I'll stay because the broad was looking at me, watching me. Got something to ask. You got to set shit up based on where you coming from. At least that's how I think.
no, exactly. But again, you have to work. Okay, so most guys post up. It's like I always talk about the colonial and the British. They were fighting. The British would walk in one little line. They would ready, set, aim. The colonials are hiding in bushes and moving around. Well, these guys post up in one area, but they don't work the room.
Right.
You've got it, gentlemen. You've got to work the room because women are moving as well. Everything, there are parts moving. You just can't just post up. But we have a question right here. How does one spot his own identity if it's ever changing by the situation one is in?
Well, first of all, you got to get control of the situations you get in.
Yes.
And as far as spotting your own identity, all you got to do is pay attention to what you do. If you basically honest, you like honesty in your friends and associates, that's part of your identity. So, whatever, if you're a go-getter when it comes to doing something, you ain't a person that just sit there and say what you want. You try to go get it. Then, that's part of your identity. So, it's various things that's part of your identity that you do regularly that you can single out and talk about.
Yeah, this is again, a lion situation changes, but does it stop him from being a lion? Okay. Life is going to hit you guys. Yeah, okay, life hits us all. Okay, we're all the same. Life is going to hit us in different ways, but that doesn't mean that changes who we are. Just because the weather gets cold, does that make Rosebud change who he is? Yeah, he'll adjust. He'll adjust to the cold by putting on clothes, more coats and jackets or whatever the fuck this motherfucker wears as he down. But I'm just saying we can't look at our situations to define us. We're in a situation, but again, your identity has to remain the same, evolving identity. But what he's doing, it seems like he's allowing the world or the situation to dictate how we should think and move, bud.
Yeah, but that's not evolving.
No, it's not at all. Not at all.
You evolve when you have the same perspective, but you change how you feel about different parts of that
Yes.
perspective. But you keep the same perspective, and some of it's growing, some of it's not growing. You don't do this no more. I ain't going clubbing no more. I'm too old for that. You still you just don't go clubbing. But now what I'm saying is that is a point we all need to get to, and you don't need to be no old motherfucker to get to it.
Mm-hmm. You don't need to be, guys. Got a question, guys. Put a queue. Lines are open. Another question right here. This gentleman says, I have a great fear of approaching women. I do hold myself, I guess that means accountable. He's trying to say.
He said accountable, but he don't.
No,
why don't they call in and say this shit? Because I want to know if you got it. You have a great fear of speaking to women, approaching the women. What are you doing about it except being scared? Which means you are not holding yourself accountable.
Yeah. You're not. Okay.
They lie to themselves, Dean, like he's doing. They double talk themselves. He has a great fear of approaching women. He's acknowledging that. Yes. Meaning, if he wanted to keep acknowledging shit, he would say, but what I did to combat it was to blah, blah, blah. But he said, I do hold myself accountable. After saying he got a great fear of speaking to women, approaching women.
No, you don't, because you're there, because you're not. What are you doing about it? You're just talking.
What I'm saying.
Yeah, you're saying that this it's sunny outside. So he's like, you're making blank statements that you're just lying to yourself, unfortunately. Here's another question right here. Why does a woman smash and invest? Wait, why do the women smash and invest so much if she knows eventually it won't work out? Wait, what? Why did
it looks sound like he's saying, why do women let you get the pussy when she know deep down inside in the long run this ain't gonna work?
Is this a guy's asking this? I don't understand. What I don't understand the question.
Why do the woman smash? Meaning, why does she fuck and invest so much if she knows eventually it won't work out? Because let me tell you something. You could think for real 100% one thing and find out it's another thing in time. So what I'm saying is you can't really say one thing or another about who invests time when they think it ain't worth it, because it might be worth it. Man, I have seen so many broads that I passed on, had action in, and didn't think they was shit, and got with the next motherfucker and paid the shit out of him. Now, what I'm saying is, was I right or wrong? Well, now for me, I was right because I didn't like what I didn't like.
Well, but I know the perfect answer to this, and this is why women love to fuck with Rosebud, even though he has women. And I'll be happy to answer the question, because a lot of you guys are frauds. A lot of you guys lie to women. You put on this mask as this perfect, sweet, nice, kind person that is looking for a long-term relationship, and all you want to do is fuck. Or a lot of you fucked up ass abusive motherfuckers know you can't just tell a woman, yeah, I abuse women. So what you do is you put on a mask, bud, and they pretend to be nice, kind, sweet, and thoughtful. And then you manipulate the woman to invest in you. And then the mask comes off. And because you're brand X, bud, is so fucked up that that's when they find out it doesn't work out until the mask comes off. There's a lot of frauds, bud.
Yeah, this is what I like about what I was involved in, because none of that shit takes place.
None of it, no.
None of that shit takes place because it's everything is stripped away that you can complain about. She already know it ain't gonna last. because the bitch ain't gonna stay hoeing forever because she think I'm gonna stay pimping. So then when she get a certain age, she ain't gonna be hoeing. She already know it ain't gonna last. She already know in order to fuck with me, she gotta pay me every motherfucking day. You already know that. I'm saying she already know I got more bitches and I'm gonna get some more bitches. She already know ain't no fucking bill she can have that a nigga can't pay. So what the fuck is you gonna be tripping on fucking with a nigga like me, everything up front? You can't trip because when you get ready to go, get your ass on out of here. That's why a pimp get paid first.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying. That's I think, but they just not a lot of, unfortunately, a lot of y'all guys are just disingenuous and y'all lie to women. Y'all just are not honest. We have another question right here. He says, I approach a lot of women in groups and I get a lot of women friends pull their girl away while I'm talking and I lose a lot of women that way. What should I do? Oh, wait, hold on. We got a call real quick. Let me grab the call. We'll get your question in a second, Pete. Area code 609. What's your name and what's your question, sir? What's up?
Yeah, my name is Jude. My question is about a situation that happened last night regarding a female. So the question is, I wanted a female at a bar the other day, and I was
wait, Jude, are you on your speakerphone?
No, I'm using my AirPods.
Can you get off your AirPods because it sounds like you're like in a bathroom or something. Can you get out? Just get to the phone.
Yeah, of course.
So we just hear you better, please.
Can you hear me better now?
Okay, go ahead. You're much better. Go ahead, big guy. We're listening. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was at a bar.
Yes.
And I saw this Latina chick.
Okay.
So I approached her, and I'm dressed up in a suit because I was having a business meeting.
Okay.
I approached her. She saw the suit, and she was like, "Oh, are you one of those guys that walk around in a suit around the mall?" It caught me off guard, and I didn't know how to respond to that.
Well, wait a second. What do you mean? Wait. You just responded to us while you were you had your suit on because you had a meeting. Yes. Is that what you just told? So then how did it catch you off guard when you just told us the reason why you had the suit on?
No, I told her that, but I didn't have anything witty to say about that.
But see, you're trying to, you don't have to be witty to tell her what the fuck the truth is.
Yeah.
See, you're trying to
question, man.
Yeah, but what's your question? Because it sounds like you caking over a woman. What's the question?
The question is, was there something witty I could have said in response to that?
Hey, see, I didn't know you was going to say that, but I knew you was going to ask me something like that, ask us something like that. And of course, I can tell you something that I think is witty, but don't you think you would have to be me for you to say it and it be witty?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So why don't you think of your own witty shit? Why don't you make yourself think of shit? Why do you know you need shit? And to the extent you'll ask somebody, what could I have said? And you don't even try to think of what to say yourself. What's up with that?
What's up with that? You're absolutely right.
Wait, Carl, how old are you? Wait, first of all, how old are you, buddy? How old are you, buddy? How old are you?
I'm 24.
Okay, you're 24. So he's 24. Okay, so let me ask you something about your brand. Okay, your brand. What are the rules of your brand? I know the rules of Rosebud's brand. I know the rules of my brand. What are the rules on your brand?
My brand. I stand on integrity, honesty, and I'm a man of my word.
Okay, I don't believe all that stuff. I don't believe that, but you can say that. But I'm asking you, what are the rules of action? I see a woman, what am I going to do? Because I ain't got time to waste to sit around and chit chat and have a bunch of boring ass conversation. What are the rules of your action, your brand action? What are those rules?
I see.
Mm-hmm.
I see. I look if she's desirable, and then I approach.
And then what?
I saw you from around the corner, and I decided I should come introduce myself. Jude, my name is Jude.
Okay, and then what?
And that's how I started off.
And then what?
Like, so what you around here for?
Why would you ask? Wait a second. Why would you ask that fucking question? Who gives a fuck what she's around here for?
I mean, it's just a conversation starter.
No, but see, but that's okay. But your action, where is just I'm exchanging information and continuing on with my life.
Yeah, hey Dean, but what if he really wanted to know what the fuck she doing here?
For what? I mean, what would be the purpose? Okay, I hear you, buddy.
Hey, sometimes they say something you could play off. Otherwise, I'm just here to try to have some fun.
Okay.
You can take that somewhere.
All right, she said, why are you wearing a suit? Okay, she said, why you suit? So he could have taken that.
He could have definitely took that. I'm wearing a suit.
Right.
All right.
So when she asked you why you wore a suit, what happened? Okay, you told her. All right, wait. She asked why you wore a suit. What did you say?
Yeah, so I was meeting with a business partner of mine. Yeah, actually, you just met him. He was the guy that shook my hand when we were.
All right, wait, young man, wait. Okay,
Yeah.
listen. Talk like a man to us and stop trying to talk to us like we're women. You like trying to start like you sound like you're trying to seduce us or something. Talk like speak up. You're like, yeah, and I just
No, I'm in the closeted room at the moment. I'm in the meeting hall.
Okay, all right, well, I understand.
Yeah.
Okay, but what I'm saying is this: did you exchange information with the woman?
Unfortunately, she was not interested.
What do you mean she wasn't? What did you say to her?
So we were talking
about what?
Just about the area.
Wait,
of interest.
Okay, y'all gotta stop this pussify. Caller, please, all y'all, please, on behalf of Rosebud and myself, please stop talking about a bunch of shit that's gonna dry their pussies up.
Hey, caller, you know what that shit is called, right? Shoot the shit. So if you want to shoot the shit with a bitch, that's on you.
Right. So you're shooting the shit with her, not getting to the point. So what does that tell her about the brand?
But I'm not. I'm shooting the shit.
But what does that tell her about the brand?
I'm not straightforward.
So, okay. So a dildo can tell the woman that I'm going to give you orgasm, right? I'm going to make you, you use me, you're going to come, right? That's the brand of the dildo, right? Yeah, what is your brand telling her when you're shooting the shit?
Shit. If you come over here, it's going to be a different life for you.
No, of what? Well, of being a brother to her and hanging out and having conversations where you move and be a shoulder to cry on and y'all go get Tampax together. That's going to be the life because that's what it sounds like.
I see.
Taking what you're saying. You're shooting. Listen, Bud said you're shooting the shit. So when you're shooting this shit, you don't think she's saying, oh my God, I just found me a new girlfriend, Bud. I got me a new guy girlfriend.
See, caller, I differ with Dean a little bit on that because shooting the shit, I don't do it either. But sometimes, what you doing? What brought you here? Sometimes that shit is necessary. Dean kills it every time because he don't think you should be, asking some unimportant questions. I will admit when I say, hey, what the fuck you doing here? Something like that. I don't really give a fuck what that bitch is doing there. I'm trying to see what she gonna say so that I can get at her. But now, as far as backing Dean up, the point he making is that you motherfuckers don't have no plan whatsoever to say the right thing or what things you gonna say to the bitch.
Right, okay, but you have a carryover. Hold on, caller. Bud, you have a carryover. That's why you could say whatever the fuck you want to say, Bud, because you got a way to carry it over to
exactly.
So that's the difference.
That's what I might not have made it clear, but that was my point.
Right.
I know how to ask that motherfucking question and keep fucking going.
Keep going.
Whereas you guys depend on that answer.
Yeah, you're just saying shit to say shit, but you don't even know why you're saying what you're saying.
Honestly, I mean, no. Majority of the times, it also leads to my interest. For example,
dude, he already told you we ain't bitches.
No, stop talking to us like that, dog. Speak. Okay, listen. You like this. Hey, how you doing? And I just want to let you know.
Yeah, and if you got to talk like that, call back. Because nobody want to talk to your ass like that.
No, just talk. Go ahead.
Yeah, the thing is that I don't sound like that in real life. I'm not sure how you guys.
No, what I'm saying. Okay, listen, young man. What I'm saying is, forget about what you sound like. What we're saying to you is this. Yeah. Why are you having a chit chat with a woman in the mall without it leading to something?
Well, I'm going to tell you where it was leading to.
Okay,
so basically, I asked her, "Oh, what are you doing?" She was, "I was looking for books," and it leaded me to talk about my book, the book that I'm creating.
Okay, sir. Are you fucking with us? Are you serious? The bitch doesn't even know you. You want to talk about your books and shit? Why don't we
No, but
see?
if she's
No.
interested in
What?
books,
No. We're not
I'm leaning
interested in the
towards that.
books. We're trying to see if she's interested in you. Fuck the book. Why
He
don't
What
we?
do you
wrote
mean?
the book, Dean.
Isn't a man what he's creating and what's going on?
No.
Yeah, hey, Caller, ain't you saying you wrote the book?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Dean, you know that's showing a stay with it attitude, taking something from A to Z.
But Bud, he's talking to a wall right now that he doesn't know if the woman is interested in him or not. There's no, he's not, he doesn't, okay, he found out that she wasn't interested in him. How did you find out? Because you asked her what, to go out with you?
I don't know. I said, hey, I'm about to get out of here. Let me grab your digits. And she was like, no, thank you.
I mean, let me grab your digits. I thought that was like some junior high school shit we used to say, Bud.
And then, nah, because she was talking colloquially.
Colloquial.
Like, it's like,
Hey, we know your problem, bro. You one of them book smart, life fucking stupid motherfuckers.
Street stupid, Bud. Street.
Okay, you one of them book smart motherfuckers that's street stupid.
nah. I mean,
You are, bro.
I mean,
No, think about it, brother. Think about it.
That shit you talking about is so fake.
Yeah. Why are you dumbing yourself down to her?
because it sounds familiar to her. And it makes her
I don't give a
comfortable.
fuck.
Hey, you think familiar sounding shit is what catch bitches? Hey man, that's why I say you are street stupid. You know what catch bitches shit she ain't never heard before.
Thank you. That draws her in.
Got you.
You
So
change
just be myself.
You
Right.
know you
Doesn't
can't
matter
because
about
you
the
don't know who yourself
Be
is.
honest,
That's the
yeah.
problem. You don't know who yourself is.
That's
So
what we talking about, learning who the fuck you are so you can be yourself and cut all this nonsense out.
right.
When you do the shit you do and miss, you don't know why you miss. But if you was you and miss, you would fucking know why you missed and correct it.
Yeah, you're trying to push your book, which is fine, but you're not pushing you who wrote the book.
And whenever you're going to talk about something like that, you got to bring that shit up first.
Yeah. But you're like, let me get your digits. Like, what was you saying before you said, let me get your digits? What were y'all talking about?
No, we was talking about like our activities, our interests.
What?
And she said, I said I box. And she was like, oh, you can see my. I'm like, definitely. I actually train people. Let me get your digits, Saku.
Why you didn't give her your card?
Wait, see, Bud, disingenuous. He just outed his. Wait, Bud. You ain't trying to date her. You're trying to be her trainer.
Hey, but see, I wasn't listening to him because he sounded like he talking to a bitch.
But the motherfucker said, because she said she liked boxing, that's why he wanted to get the number, because he wanted to train her on boxing. You didn't want to smash?
Hey, he wanted to train her, and he didn't come off as a trainer worth a fuck.
That's why.
So your conversation about whatever it was about was telling her, when you mentioned training, was telling her you a hell of a fucked up trainer.
Yeah, why would you ask for her number to train her? Why would you? That's dirty. Why would you you're disingenuous. Why would you do that?
Okay.
You didn't want to train her in boxing. That sounded like you wanted some ass, huh?
Of course.
But listen what you're saying. But stop, chill out. I know you're a little nervous right now. It's a nervous laugh. Relax. Yeah. What I'm saying to you is that she said, I like boxing, Bud. Then he triggered and said, well, hey, I do boxing too. Why don't we get your number so I can train with you?
Oh, wow.
That has nothing to do with your end game. I thought your action of your brand was to get to the point, to get to the end game.
Not only that, man, you just met the bitch. How's she going to give you her number to work out with her?
Yeah, she doesn't even know you. Why would you want to take her and go boxing? Caller?
Yeah, I'm still here.
I said,
why would I want to do that?
Yeah.
Because she asked me what I do. I said, I box heavily.
No,
Something
you know what
train
you know what
people, and
I
then she was
do?
like,
You
"Oh,
know
I
what
would
I
love to get into
you
it.
know
I
what
like
I
boxing."
do? You know what I do? I'm going
Yeah.
to give you my number right now. That's what I'm going to do. And I want you to call me and we'll continue this conversation later. That's what we're going to do. What's so hard with that?
Mhm. Gotcha.
No,
Okay.
gotcha. This one, you know what? Do you understand how many times you probably said gotcha to that fucking woman when she recognized you're a stick in the ass? You got to stick up your ass. Because you keep saying that, so that tells me when you're talking to a woman and she's like, well, hey, wait, well, I do this. Gotcha.
Good. D, he don't sound like that, man.
No. You like boxing? Gotcha. I understand. I get you like boxing. Gotcha. So I got an idea. Why don't we box together? You like boxing? Yes, gotcha. That's how you.
Hey, that's a real sneaky way to ask for some pussy.
Yeah, that's sneaky, man. Why you doing that?
Okay. I understood what I did wrong. I wasn't direct. So what would be the course of action that you guys would advise me to take?
Hey, motherfucker, why would you say you understand what you did wrong, you wasn't direct, and then ask what would be the correct course of action?
I mean, the thing is that if you're saying that I should have been direct, how would I have been more direct?
You
mentioned that I should have.
Tell us.
Hey, you'd have been more direct by not talking about boxing and talking about her fucking titties, if that's what you wanted to talk about, or whatever you thought that would lead you to the bedroom.
Right. You wanted to get to the bedroom, right? So why didn't you lead something
Indeed.
to the Well, Indeed. Then how is boxing going to lead you to the bedroom?
So how I... Okay.
No.
So what I
Watch
thought,
this. Wait,
what I
watch
thought,
this.
right?
Wait.
About the game was that, you find
Dude, what are you thinking about what you thought now?
It's most.
What are you thinking about the shit you thought then? Now, what are you thinking about it?
I'm thinking it's not accurate at all. It's not
right because you're a fraud.
Yeah. What's not accurate? We're not accurate.
No, he's not accurate.
No, I'm not accurate in my thinking.
Okay.
I'm getting abyss.
Now what?
Catching.
You can't catch because you don't have any game. You don't know even all this shit. You're just saying words. You're not in the game. You know what? You're not a student of the game. But I'm saying to you, let's watch this, bud. Let's just do this one thing. Let's go ahead and wipe the board clean. Let's say, okay, gotcha. Let's go boxing together and let's do all this stuff together. She's like, okay. And then she's got her gloves on and she's at the boxing sparring with you. What is that conversation going to be like?
We're sparring together. I'm like, hey, I'm showing her a technique and I'm making sure.
Why are you
I'm
laughing?
showing her a technique.
Yeah, but how do you know what level of boxer was she?
Yeah, we're strictly going to box playfully. I know she's not serious
playfully,
about it.
okay.
And I'll take it to my apartment.
Hey, man. Hey, stop, man. What boxer do you know that will get in the ring and be playing?
Oh no, we would never get in the ring. It would just be her hitting the pad.
Yeah, well, oh wait, man, you saying her hitting the pad? I thought you said you would be boxing her.
No. She doesn't train. She enjoys boxing. But I'm a trainer. Rarely do you see trainers fight there.
Okay, now there's a huge gap here that I need you to fill in.
Yeah.
How are we gonna move from boxing and training to you getting her back to your place?
So most of the time I train people in my apartment building. My apartment building has a gym.
But I didn't care. I said back to you. Said back to your place. How are you gonna get her back to your place?
Like, hey, I got some refreshments. Wait.
You're telling me that you're gonna tell a grown ass woman, "Hey, I got some refreshments." Do you know what that sounds like when I was small, Bud? The guy.
Hey, kid, do you want some candy?
Yeah. Hey, no. I lost my cat, and I've got some candy in my white van. Come inside my van. I got candy inside of it, and we'll go search for my cat. You sound creepy.
Honestly, I'm looking at it is that we already built up a bond throughout the boxing.
It's boxing. You haven't built up any kind of a sexual bond. Where's the sexual bond?
When he hug her,
he ain't even gonna hug her.
Well, you know how they do when they clinch each other boxing.
This guy.
No, I'm asking you. So, all right, let's back this up. Maybe let's not say boxing. Let's say you took her on a date before you got to your apartment. What are you going to talk to her about?
We're going to talk about the wine I have, and let's see if she's down for a drink.
Wait, the who?
The wine that I have.
Dude, man, you used to talking to porno sites, man. Get that sound out of your voice, or I'm not talking to you no more, man. I'm gonna have to be gone.
Come on, man. You got it, dog. Talk like a man. You're sounding really feminine right now. Come on, dude.
You're just gonna talk
actually sound masculine, man, but he used to talking to gay dudes or something.
Yeah, I know. Come on, dog. So what I'm saying, because this is all weird to me, because you're like, gotcha.
Actually, I mean, you guys are the first to say this.
Multiple
times I've been complimented based off my speaking capabilities.
Wait, but your speaking capabilities. Wait, sir. Do you think your speaking capabilities makes her pussy wet or tingle?
No, but you're saying that.
So she's saying you might sound intelligent and articulate, but that ain't gonna get you no pussy at the end of the day sounding like that. You sound like a library of a judgmental motherfucker that eats Grey Poupon, and if she does something that is not up to your standards, you're gonna be like, well, Muffy, I don't understand. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? No, and you're laughing. No, you think I'm being dead ass serious. I'm saying women will see people like you as boring and bland, and that's why you're having that's why that woman didn't want to do anything with you, because you are so judgmental, because you said because she sounded maybe with some ebonics, maybe you had to go down and you were like, well, I talk like this, but hey, let me get your digits. You see what I'm saying? You don't even see that. You're the problem. You're like a Winthrop. You're like Carlton on like the Fresh Prince. There's nothing wrong with how you. I'm glad you are educated, but you're ignorant as fuck when it comes to women in the game. You're educated in what you might be able to do in the outside world, but when it comes to women, you're ignorant as fuck, and you don't even see that. You think because a woman says, oh, wow, you speak with the way you speak, I just love how you sound. You think that means anything?
They only love it because he's non-threatening.
Exactly. Oh, no. They see him as a mark. You an easy mark. You're so intelligent. You're dumb as fuck to them. Does that make sense?
They could hear me being threatening. They could hear Steve as being threatening. They hear this dude as being totally non-threatening.
A rug. They can walk all over, because you see, you think you're above people because you're intelligent, but you're but wait a second, but you're ignorant as fuck because you're struggling with women, because you think you're. And listen, I'm glad you feel that you think you're better than everybody. I'm glad, but you're doing it through your intelligence, not through the game. Bud and I are above everybody because we got game. We don't have to say, well, Lovey, I like to get a little caviar. I like to sip on that. The pate. Right. No, that's so what I'm saying is that you're trying. So but you know what he's trying to do? So you're trying to find what you feel as ignorant women. You want to meet them, and you think you're doing them a favor, but he thinks that you're doing them a favor because you're so intelligent that you think you're going to bring them up to a certain level and shit, and they're going to want to fuck you because you're doing that shit, bud.
Hey, caller, do you agree with that?
Come on, but let's be honest.
Nah, I really don't, actually.
Oh, my God.
What do you think, man?
Yeah, because you might call me a mark, but what I've realized is that even right now in my personal life, women pay me for advice.
See, listen, man, that's what I'm talking about with that voice. That the way he's talking. He think he talking to some suckers, man.
He think we're the sucker. He think we're
I know he think we the suckers, man. Why you keep talking to this motherfucker then?
Well, I'm gonna prove a point. So if women are and everybody's coming to you for advice, then why the fuck you here asking us for advice then? If you're supposed to know it all.
No, but like, yeah, they pay me for advice in terms of what I'm good at.
So,
but in terms of catching a bitch,
you can't
catch. You call me a mark. I'm not a mark at all. I rarely pay for anything.
Wait. Says the guy that can't ask for what he wants, but you want to backdoor the bitch by saying, let's go boxing, knowing you want to fuck? You said you want to fuck, but you want to take her boxing and sparring.
He just said he rarely pays for it.
Right. Come on, dog. Come on, stop that, dog. You ain't really getting it, dog.
I ain't never paid for it.
Dog, come on, man. Come on.
So you saying
paid for it before?
Taking her, like teaching her how to the fundamentals of boxing is me paying for it.
Dog, think about this. You're paying for the gym, so you're kind of tricking your money because you want to bring her into the gym. So you're kind of doing it on the back. You're paying to try to get some pussy. So you're going to the gym. You're paying for the gym, right?
Well, no, it's at my apartment. So it's free.
Not to mention you talking about you paid for it because some bitch hit you in the stomach. you sounding so phony, it's pathetic, man.
Dog, you got it. Dog, listen. Let me tell you. That mask that you have on, you've got to take it down because we can see right through you. Yeah, I'm being honest. The women don't see you as a fake and a fraud, but they eventually will see you as one. But you know what? That woman recognized you were a fraud. That's why she said no.
What makes a man a fraud?
Because
my life.
You said no. You said you wanted the woman I desire. So you wanted to fuck that woman, yes? That's what you wanted, some pussy, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so you wanted some pussy. So how did it end up, well, let me get your digits so we can go box and train together?
To answer your question, man, that's how you was a fraud. Instead of telling her you want some goddamn pussy, you tried to act like you was a trainer.
Yeah, you tried that, and then you thought, well, if I can get her to the gym, bud, that my intelligence and the way I can pronounce things is going to impress her so much that then I can ask her to come back to my place for a little bit of a spritzer and a drink. That's what you said. Come on. That's why you're laughing. You know I'm serious. You know I'm serious.
Okay.
Come on, dog.
So my environment is based off people like that. I talk to them on a usual basis.
Wait, the same woman you talk to, the same woman that says, oh, my pussy is wet. Oh my God, I'm a slut and I'm a whore. Fuck the shit out of me and come on my face. Same woman. What's the difference in environment? They talk the same in your environment. So you're telling me all the women in your environment don't touch their pussies? They don't talk nasty?
Nah, they definitely do.
Well, then what are you trying to say then? Why are you trying to change? Why are you trying to make your environment more special than the other environment? Women still do the same thing. So what makes your environment special?
I'd say that, so how I speak, people never have it in my environment. People never have a problem with how I speak.
Dog, it's not
but when
a
I'm in
problem
different environments,
they never have a problem with how you speak because you ain't on no motherfucking radio show where everybody supposed to be able to hear you. And your punk ass keep talking like you talking to bitches and you don't want nobody to motherfucking hear you.
Right. So,
and whatever the fuck, let me tell you something, man. And whatever the fuck you was talking about, hey, hold on.
I'm not a punk.
You are.
You are a punk, man. Let me tell you something. You said that you was at some sort of meeting and you couldn't talk loud. You've been talking too long to be at some kind of goddamn meeting.
Right.
And no, I'm not in the meeting. I'm in the meeting hall.
I don't give a fuck where you at.
You've
been doing it too long to be where you at. You could have walked somewhere while you was on the phone. You full of shit.
And because you were so uninteresting, right? You're forgetting your main question is what could I have come up with something to be more witty? So if you're boring and you know you're boring, and that's why you asked us to give you something more witty because you know you're boring. Regardless of how you talk, you already told us your truth. That's why we're trying to break your ass down and get you to see you're all fucked up. Nobody gives a fuck about how you sound. You're boring. That's why you asked.
How do I get that? how do I? My life is not boring at all. So how do
Sir,
I
I didn't ask.
convey that
We
to the
don't.
female
Well, when
that
you
it's not boring
right
at all?
now, you're
Hey,
asking.
hey,
Right.
hey, bro. Let me tell you something. If you can't say something that's not boring and you depending on how you sound, motherfucker, you lose.
Right. So to answer your question, now you're asking the right question. Now,
Yeah.
if you're now, which is dumbfounds me because you're supposed to be so intelligent. So let me ask you a question. If you want to be a doctor, you go to what school?
Johns Hopkins.
Medical school. You're not Johns
Oh,
Hopkins,
medical
medical
school.
school. Yeah. Okay. So if you want to be a lawyer, you go to a law school, right? Right?
Yes. Yeah.
So wouldn't one as intelligent as yourself will figure out, well, if I want to learn this game, I just got to pick between one of these guys right here. Go to SWU or come to the Man Mindset to learn what I need to learn. See how simple that is, buddy?
Yes.
Yeah, but it is not simple when you're a person like him because he believes that
Yeah.
the shit he says has weight. He believes that the shit he says can actually move a female.
It can't.
Man,
It can't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And what I'm saying is that the first thing you got to do is be on. There's nothing. Listen, nobody. Listen, I'm fine with you being around the people you're around, but guess what? Let me show you where you lose. You can only be around a certain group of people. And that's
no, he can only be around them.
right. Them. That's what I'm about to say, bud. Them. That group. We can be around them all, caller. Them all. Them
Anybody.
all. Right. That means that we can get into your group and get all them goddamn pieces of pussy easily. And we can move around. That's what the game. That's what you got to learn, dog.
Hey, and when we get in your group, we gonna get the pussy easily because we don't sound like your motherfucking ass.
Exactly. Because they
You sound like a shallow motherfucker that didn't learn a few things, maybe got a couple of dollars, and you think it means something. None of that shit means shit.
Right. And that woman at the mall told you it didn't mean anything because even though you have things, you don't have yourself. That's the problem. And she recognized your brand was a bad brand of basic, boring, and judgmental. That's how you sound. I'm sorry. That's how you sound.
Motherfucker sound like he live in Beverly Hills, but he at the mall. He at the Slauson Mall. What this motherfucker sounding like Beverly Hills in the Slauson Mall for?
Yeah, with a suit on, dog. You the wrong. So, big guy, what you need to do, buddy, okay? Listen, you need to get some coaching, okay? I'm being dead serious because you're standing on something because the environment you were in was not the environment you're accustomed to. So then you thought because she was beneath you, you would talk down to her by saying, "Let me get your digits," and that's not how people talk. People don't say did that.
Hey, they say that shit, but they say that shit, but they whole conversation sound like that. They don't sound like a motherfucker from Beverly Hills. How is a motherfucker from Beverly Hills gonna ask for your digits?
Right. So we don't ask for digits, buddy. Okay. You gotta change all that, okay, buddy. But get some coaching, okay, buddy. Seriously. Because you're not gonna be you got to stick up your ass. And that's the problem. The problem is that your brand is boring. I didn't say how you talk and all that other stuff. I'm saying when women look at you as someone they might want to sleep with, they only see somebody like, "Oh, I'm stroking you right now. Oh, yes. Oh."
Hey, and the cold part about that motherfucker be physically stroking her right then, but he gotta tell her. he gotta tell her she can't feel it, man. You so fake and fraud, man. She can't feel shit from you.
Yeah. We gotta get you to take the mask off and learn the game, okay? But you can get there, but you just gotta listen. You gotta get the ego and self-importance out the way. We're not talking down to you. We're not tearing you down. We gotta break you. We gotta break you from the reality that you're in, because you're going off of what people like about you, And it bugs you
Yeah.
that someone that was below doesn't like you, and you're scratching your head saying, but I've got all these things. I can speak very well. I've got a book. I might have a yacht, and I might have a fucking chef or something like that. How dare her not want to talk to me? You got it all fucked up.
Yeah.
Hey, I tell you what, that motherfucker live in a fucking apartment, a 2-bedroom apartment, and his motherfucking ass ain't even like he trying to act. Hey, you know why I know that, caller? Because you let a motherfucker talk too much shit to you.
Nah, the reason I let you guys.
No, I don't give a fuck about your reason, man. Fuck you.
Man, let me speak, man. Oh,
No, fuck you, man. Hey, man, when you get this dude off here, man.
People that are.
All right, caller. So just find one of us to coach you. We got you on the back. We got to let you go, okay? Just holler us on the back. All right, respect. All right, guys, lines are open. But this is what we're talking about. Now, okay, guys, we do have a few questions to ask, but for all you guys, but let's get back to Pete. We'll get to Pete in a second. Guys, I got a question. This is what we're saying. His problem is your problem. It's just on the other side of the thing. He's pretending that because he can articulate his words that he has some kind of a value. Because he wrote a book, he's some kind of a value. So he's looking down at women. See, but he's looking down at them. But then he's wondering why they are saying no to him because he's boring.
And he don't realize that shit can't talk for him.
He can't. Yeah, your book and your suit cannot talk for you. Your uppity ways can't talk for. Listen, everybody ain't living in Beverly Hills, but everybody don't live in Beverly Hills. So we're saying to you guys out here, that's why you have to have a game, because Bud and I, which he doesn't understand, we can go into his environment and pull women, because like Bud said, hey, mother, hey, yes, I just got another yacht and my Bitcoin is doing very good. You know, women love to have their hair down. They want to get their hair pulled, Bud. They want that.
Hey, Dean, you took the words right out of my mouth. They don't not only like having their hair down, they like that shit yanked
and smacking that ass and say, shut up and take this dick. How you gonna say that? Well, I would love for you to, could you please be quiet a little bit while I take my hand and pat your Bootius Maximus? I don't know how the fuck they talk, but guys, y'all can't be doing that bitch ass shit. Hopefully you get some coaching, young man. Pete, again, he says that he gets around a lot of women, but yet they always walk away. I know the answer, but what say you what Pete is doing wrong?
Well, I mean, for one thing, bro, why don't you talk to all the fucking
There you go.
Why don't you talk to all of them? Why do you always try to talk to one? Because let me tell you something. When you talk to all the motherfucking women, one is going to show herself that you can have.
Yes.
She going to show herself. And you still talk to the whole group. And when it kind of breaks, you get that baby. And they won't interrupt you then because you didn't please them all by talking to all of them.
Yeah, and see, it's disrespectful when you go to a group of people and zoom into one person and just don't say anything to everybody. They're going to get turned off. Like, who the fuck is this guy? They're going to walk away.
They're going to be jealous.
Right, but he doesn't even know about the woman that is probably running the group, who thinks she's like, who are you? Why aren't you talking to me? And who do you think you? Hey, look, you talk to the wrong one. They want to get up, they all go. So talk to them all. Just introduce yourself to all. Like Bud's saying, the one that's going to stand out is the one that's going to give you a little bit of play and move that way. But the problem is that you're just zooming in on one, Bud, versus talk to the group. So there you go. Let's get to this. This guy says, what's the first steps I can take to get SWU while I save to able to afford it? Well, what you got to do is keep listening. Call in right now. We have a chance to talk to Bud, where you can talk to him or ask a question until you can do that, man. But Bud would say you on this.
Well, really, all you got to do is go to www.sidewalku.thinkific.com, and everything is there for you to see.
Oh my God, I don't understand you, human. What is your thoughts on having a female as a wingman? Well, one thing at a time before I read the rest of this. But I've never had. What is okay? Now let me explain what a wingman is, bud. But that means that you, before you go out, you would call me up and say, "Hey, Steve, I'm going to the bar. I need you to come with me."
But I gotta say, as my wingman, I ain't gonna ask you to come as a partner, a motherfucking partner that we gonna drink together. You gonna be my wingman.
Hey, bud, you won't be able to ask me. I'm gonna hang the phone up on your punk ass. You ain't no fucking wingman. I'm gonna fuck you. You ain't gonna have me as no wingman. You already said my drinks are a bunch of punk ass drinks and shit.
You see how a man think of that shit, but now how's a man gonna feel about a man having a bitch as the wingman?
A woman, a fucking woman.
That is ridiculous.
What in the fuck would make you? And wait, here's the thing that I don't. What is a female friend? Like, but so you telling me you got a chick that you could be fucking on, but you don't want to fuck her. You want to use her as bait to draw in other women? So wait. So if the woman pulls the chick, what are you gonna do?
He gonna get to watch.
You gonna do what?
That's what he gonna do. Hey man, but did you see his reasoning behind saying that? Dean, did you read his reasoning behind what he asked?
Because women are coming. Wait, we got another call. Hold on. Wait. Yeah, we gonna get you. Well, let's get this call real quick. We will get back to this one, man. We got to hold that thought. Area code 704. What's your name? 704. What's your name and what's your question, sir?
My name is Mitchell. I'm the one who wrote the question. What I could do, the first steps to join SWU.
Oh, okay. What's going on, Mitchell? What's going on, buddy?
I realize I lack a lot of things. I need to work on myself.
Okay.
I believe SWU could be a good addition.
Oh, absolutely. I totally agree. But Mitchell, let me ask you a question. What did you do this weekend?
Well, this weekend?
Yeah, this weekend, Friday and Saturday.
I didn't do much.
But wait, Mitchell. You want to get good with yourself, so you learn how to talk to women. Yes.
Yes.
So why and how old are you?
33.
Okay, you sure you're 33? It made a pause real quick on that. You sure you're 33?
Yeah, I think about it. I don't like to think about my age. But
okay, that's fine. Okay. So 33 years old. So why didn't you go to a club or a bar to meet women or talk to them?
That's why you want to get that.
I don't believe I'm ready for it yet.
Hey, bro.
Need to build an arsenal.
Mitchell, listen, just listen.
Bro, what you need to do is come sign up. You don't have to save no money because it ain't as much as you think. You go to sidewalku.thinkific.com and look at the levels that you can come in on. But as far as your problem, I can already see it. You don't have no confidence. Why is that?
I guess I'm trying to work on myself. I'm still trying to figure myself out.
You're either working on yourself or you're not.
So just say you're not.
Because it's hard to try.
I'm trying to work on myself.
No, try. No. They just said it again. Either you are or you're not. Just say I'm not. You got to be okay. The honest thing is to be honest with yourself. Don't say try because you're not. Just say I'm not working on myself. That's the truth.
I'm not working on myself. Then.
Yeah, and that's the truth. And you need to understand that is how you work on yourself. That is the first thing you do. Stop lying to yourself about what you need to do to improve. Be honest and accept what you're saying. And if you call in here, accept what we say.
Okay.
So
my next step.
Go ahead.
Is to go to SWU.
Yeah, brother, because I'm gonna teach you from the very beginning.
but also you got to get out your house and go interact with the thing you fear. You got to face your fear.
That's the thing about active learning, man. The assignments, that's what they are. Get whatever it is you're fearing, approaching women, whatever. You got to go out and do that. You know, we build up to it, of course, but and you're gonna go out and do the thing that you're scared to do, because which is not that thing you're scared to do, is that you don't know how to do it, is what you're scared of. And once you learn how to do the shit, you'll see it is nothing to it. It's just hey, it's nothing to it but to do it.
There you go. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah. So I have to go out there and do it and learn more about myself and what I can do to better myself.
Hey, you got that backwards. You got to learn more about yourself, then go out there and do it.
Okay. So I'll go to the website.
Hold on,
yes,
Mitchell,
sir.
Hold on, Mitchell. Hold on. I got to get in this. That's all. Bye, die. Chikotuka. Bye. Shino pokota hato.
Matakidaka tatamaka.
Tadamaka. Dadamaka tashino bono naktakbaktahi.
Naktakbagvi.
Naktakbagvi. Naktakbagvi. All right, I'm sorry, Mitchell. Sometimes you gotta have this little conversation because sometimes he goes off on the fringe and shit. He's got to kind of bring it on in a little bit, but you have to do that. Do those steps. It's more than listen. You go there and learn, but you still got to do some active things. Still, okay?
Yeah, that's for sure.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, you wrote that website down?
It's SW.
No, it's sidewalk the word. Sidewalku.thinkific.com.
Sidewalku.thinkit.com.
Okay, look, listen, young man, it's send him an email. You have his on his thing. He has email and all his information.
Okay.
All right, and then wait.
Okay,
Here's my question. How long have you been listening to Rosebud for?
Maybe I've been on and off about a few months.
Okay, I just want to see that. See, but this is my point. What is this on and off thing? I don't understand. Why is this on off? Why is it that y'all think that y'all can learn by being on and off? Hey, Bud is still learning. I'm still learning. We always on. There is no off. He goes 100 miles an hour, going down the hill, no lights, no brakes, and thunderstorms and everything in between. He done shut off. There is no off to him. So why is there off with you?
You're right. I'm not sure.
No, because again, this is not about right or wrong. It's just what is, young man. This is why y'all are having the problems. Y'all are doing things your way, being lazy when you have every opportunity to learn.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to accept that responsibility and bring it.
Yes. All right,
okay,
young man.
I get it.
All right, well,
yes,
we'll throw
thank you for that.
All right, we'll throw you in. Great call, buddy. Good thing for the call, buddy. We'll throw you back in. Now, getting back to the wing woman thing. This guy thinks. So what you want to do is you want to use a woman as bait to catch women?
That's what he's trying to do, man. But as far as that go, I mean, he's just promoting lesbianism.
That's I mean, fuck.
He's not dependent on him to attract whoever. Right. He's dependent on whoever looking at him to be attracted to the woman that's with him.
Yeah, and that's
some kind of way he's supposed to flip that.
That's a loss. Why do y'all guys try?
They just surrender, man. They don't even try anything.
But they don't even try them. They don't even use their own. This is why brand is so important. You're using an off brand. So you're using a woman. What is she doing? Hugging you? What is the woman going and tapping the girl and saying, my friend over there wants to talk to you? What is the fucking woman doing? What is it? What is the job?
He said women are comfortable around men that's with a woman versus a man by himself.
Man, the fuck they are. What do you mean?
That's really crazy shit, ain't it, man?
Ain't that crazy, man? Do you know it? Guys, let me tell y'all something. When a woman sees you around a bunch of women, they know you're the hey best friend. Rides with
not only that, yeah, you said it, but I missed it. You said hey.
Rides with the word. I don't want to say the G word.
Yeah.
Hey, best friend. It's that you're the woman. You're the guy, girl, the thing. You're just a bodyguard or a girlfriend.
Hey, he one of the girls.
He's one of the girls. So you're secure and you're fun to be around. And y'all get to drink what? Some I don't know, margaritas. Right. I don't even know what that is. That sounds so fucking gay. You said Zinfandel.
Yeah, Zinfandel. They love that.
Man, you better, hey guys, y'all better stop hanging out with women. Y'all better stop doing that, man. Wait. What does he say? Wait. This guy says, you're hoping that she wants your girl so bad that she'll give you some. No, I don't think that can't be the truth. That gentlemen.
That is what that fool was thinking.
That you think that's who he was thinking?
Man, if his girlfriend attract whoever she attracts, since they ain't gonna have no problem fucking around, he gonna be there and think he gonna get some.
So wait. So
he probably ain't fucking the girlfriend.
But they think so he's got the friend around, so the woman's gonna think he's fucking her, and because he's fucking her, she's gonna want. Man, do they really think that deep on this shit?
Dude, I get calls for coaching all the time. Man, you motherfuckers that think like that, you guys call me after the mishap.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And dog, dog, there is I don't even know what's worse. Y'all lifting weights or you going out with a bunch of women? What kind of a fuck boy is going to go out with women for what? What were you going to go out with women that are looking for other guys and you just going to hang out with them? What the fuck are you doing that shit? But Jones, you need to call in, dog. That's some sucker shit, man.
He ain't gonna tell the truth about it.
Motherfucker ain't gonna tell the truth. That's weird, man. No, hey guys, men do not go out with women. That's bad for the brand, dog. Fuck you.
Hey, so the cold part about it, the cold part about this shit is these motherfuckers don't realize what they doing. They just don't. They selling themselves way short.
Yeah, man. Think about what y'all are saying. You're saying that, Smoke, you're saying the same thing. You're saying because I'm such a loser and I'm so weak and I ain't shit that I need to cover myself up around a bunch of women to make me look good. So a woman can assume, but okay, watch this, guys. Let's say you do go out with a bunch of women and all that bullshit that y'all think actually happens. Well, guess what happens when you open your mouth? All that shit goes away. But
so thinking about it though, man, when broads go out, you know what they talk about, all kind of shit. So what I'm saying is, you think this dude is controlling the conversation, keeping it out of that bullshit women talk about, or is he participating?
Yeah. Y'all got to understand that. So, gentlemen, please, no going places with women to try to get women.
Unless it's your woman or your future woman.
Yeah. That's something different. But he can't get any pussy. So he's got. You can. Oh, hey, look. He's got a female friend. Like what the fuck? but he's got a female friend. That means that do y'all cry together? I mean, like, do you like put
No, when I call her and ask her over, she tells dude to be over there 3 minutes before she do, so he can lay down in front of my door. So when the fuck she get there, she can wipe her feet, whether it's raining or not. Because I don't want no dirt coming in my house on the bottom of no motherfucking bitch foot.
Oh my
She
God.
used him as a rug.
Oh my God. Y'all got to stop this female friendship. Y'all, please, gentlemen. No female friends, no wing women. Gentlemen,
That is not the way.
that is bad for the brand. That's a bad brand.
Yes.
That's like, oh man. That's like I guess a shoe company using Nike, like they sell tennis shoes. They sell fucking never mind, can't even fucking anyway, let's get back
She
to
got you upset, Dean. Calm down, man.
fuck. Shoe like you're gentlemen, please just listen, gentlemen, don't use women as wing women. And don't have women friends, and don't be like that Bartholomew guy where you're trying to use your intelligence to try to get some pussy. Please, that is not brand, bud. That's the problem.
And you know, intelligence get pussy. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, but that's you can't really depend on some shit like that. You got to go with what you can depend on. And you learn not only at SWU but in life. If you're paying attention, you'll learn that you have to be, able to adjust on the fly. Some things you thinking can be wrong, and if you get shown that they're wrong, you got to be able to change.
Yeah,
Quickly.
Yeah. You're gentlemen, and all we're trying to tell you for many of y'all is that because of your thinking, this is why everything is off, because in your world, you think that you have everything together, but then you scratch your head why women are interested in you. And you actually start to, bud, this is why they got to look in the mirror. This is why they got to be honest with themselves, like that young man. And we appreciate you, Mitchell. Y'all all this, I try, or y'all, I give it this and I do this sometimes. You got to be honest and say, I'm not doing anything.
Right.
You either doing it or you're not. There is no middle. There never is.
And there especially is no trying.
Yeah, ain't no trying what the fuck soever. Your fuck Yoda taught you that in fucking Star Wars. Do not. I don't know if you were watching that because you were pimping by then, but in the early 80s when I was a lad, I used to go to the movies and watch Star Wars. I know you were probably on the streets by that time, bud. But
man, I've never seen no Star Wars movies.
I know that, so that's what I'm saying. So
Star Trek.
Well, I was a Trekkie too. I was a Trekkie, but I'm watching both. But there was a little green guy that said back in the early 80s, there is no try, do or do not. So that's what the little green guy was saying in the movies while you were like, pimping women and shit like that. So it's a little bit different, dog.
All right, bro.
I know. You're like, why the little green motherfucker say that shit? Hey, bud. It was. Let me see. How old was I? It was in 82, so I was about like 11 or 12 years old or something like that. So
that was 40 years ago, brother. I was 30.
Yeah, that was a minute ago. Yeah. So it was a while back.
He was probably 12.
Yeah. I was 71. So yeah, I was 71. So yeah, I was about 12. Yeah. I got to find out when. I think it was Return of the Jedi. I think that came out in 82 or 83, but I think it was 83. But anyway, yeah. So I was like 12 years old watching that when I saw Yoda for the first time. Master Yoda. And that told him there is no try, do or do not. So, no, Yoda wasn't in Star Wars. Star Wars came out in 78 or 79, but no, we're talking about Return of the Jedi. So that's where I was at. He was on the street. I was still in the theater learning some shit. But your brand, gentlemen, is everything when it comes to all these things, gentlemen. Remember, I got Bud saying it, but what is it? You're book smart, but
Book smart and street stupid.
now we got Bud. Thank you. Exactly. Because if you guys don't understand the rules of the street, you take that over and you think just because you have a nice job, a woman should want to fuck with you, Bud. They think because they have a nice job, nice clothes, or they can articulate themselves, that women should be, oh my God, let me take my clothes off.
Yeah, but that's because they're looking with their two eyes. That they're not using the third eye that you
use that third eye. Yeah. See, oh wait, they ain't ready for that. They ain't ready for the third.
Hey, when you get gamed up, you get a third eye, and that third eye dictates that you always see shit with game.
Bash dich du thirstig. Na nicht da, nach bak, nach dich da.
Na tu stop eats.
Na tu sabist dich go bad I do pussy bad I apo.
Knock talk bak.
Knock talk bak. Knock talk bak. Exactly. Knock talk bak. But gentlemen, that's what we're saying. Gentlemen, you don't know about the third eye until you get into the game to understand the depth. There are so many layers. What you see right here kind of isn't what we're trying to tell you. You are in the wrong reality. There's another alternate reality that you can be in and still have the nice car, the nice clothes. And guess what? You don't even have to shine all that stuff, because the depth and wealth that you can show a woman is in who you are, bud, in your brand.
Once you see that you get that shit don't get you. That shit did stop mattering like it did. And before you know it, you got way more women, and you don't even goddamn use that shit. You just know you can have it.
You can have it whenever you want, and you don't even need it. And I don't want you, like that young man, if you're still listening, I don't want you to, don't ever water yourself down for somebody. That was bad, because he was like, because she wasn't intelligent, I just had to talk to her vernacular. And like he tried, like, let me get your digits. Have you ever said that to a woman? Let me get your digits.
Who, me? Yeah.
Was that 1975?
Probably around then. It was definitely a long time ago. Hey, let me give you my digits, girl.
Yeah, digits work. I'm thinking it was like in the 70s, maybe the 80s, because I don't remember.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, I don't remember digits. I just remember having to go to either the bar or something. Can I borrow a piece of paper? Can I borrow a piece of paper? That was our thing. We had to borrow paper. Guys, about to wrap this up in about 8 more minutes, guys. Last round of questions. If you have a question, please put a Q, gentlemen. Lines are open. We're about to wrap this up, gentlemen. But this is a very great conversation for a lot of men, because it's not just your personal brand, bud, but remember, women invest emotionally into a brand that's going to make them get a return on their investment, bud. Talk on that, man.
Yeah, see, women make the connection with a dude that can tell stories.
Yeah.
You know, if a dude know how to tell stories about his personal journeys or his personal growth, challenges, you know, lessons learned, anything, but storytelling, being able to tell a story and being able to keep a person's interest or keep them engaged while you're telling the story, that really creates an emotional tie between you and that woman. And if you do it correctly, she'll get used to listening to you, not tell a story, but just listening to what you say. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, man, all this shit is proven.
Yeah, it is. It's a thing that the stories, the conversations, you don't want. I think they don't understand drawing a woman into like a book or something. No,
exactly. It's exactly like a book.
Yeah, you want to draw her into, and if you can draw her into and make her feel like she's a part of, then you're good. But what they're doing, bud, they're trying to draw their asses into their stories. They're saying, let me open your book up and let me hear your book and let me listen to your story. No, you guys, y'all got to learn this game. Guys, last round of questions, guys. We're about to wrap this up. All you guys out there, but take it to third, take it on home and wish your final thoughts on branding and everything like that, brother.
When you branding, you got to be sure to pay attention to what the people that you're branding yourself to are actually, saying about your brand. And if it's good, you don't really need to do nothing. You may want to make an adjustment here or there. But if it's negative, you can't not pay attention to that negative shit. You don't necessarily have to change, but you got to pay attention to it. And you got to, it helps you develop trust and value and shit.
All right, area code 623. Somebody was talking. I was going to bring you in. Are you there, 623?
Yes, sir. I'm here. This is EJ from California.
Okay, EJ from California. What's going on? How can we help you, EJ?
I tune into the show a lot. This is one of my first times calling.
Mm-hmm.
I've struggled with my identity with this past couple of years because I did start a business with my dad back in 2020, and I kind of separated from the business a little bit this past couple months and really trying to find myself. And listening to you, I realized that I didn't have my own identity, and my identity was like solely in the business. And so I don't really have a question right now. I'm just coming to realization with a couple of things just by listening to your message and what you guys are saying.
No, I think that's awesome. That's the first start. I think that's good.
Yeah.
It is good.
I'm over here. I'm over here. I've been listening to you guys, but I haven't had the confidence to call in because I'm like, man, I don't know what to ask. I don't know what to say. But today, I do have a girlfriend. She came in with our business, and she was living with me and my parents, and we were, working and living together.
Oh.
And I tried to, it's a lot of situation, and it's a lot to unpack.
Well, no. How old are you? How old are you?
I'm 25, sir.
Okay, no, it's cool. No, everything that you took listen. You and like all the callers, you did. It starts with what you did, having the courage to call, and that's where it starts, and that's where you're winning. Now we might be hard on you, a little tough on you, because we got to break you, but this is where it starts.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What was it?
When he say break you, man, we just gotta break that bullshit you standing on.
Yeah, there you go.
Once that's broken, you can get rebuilt.
Yeah. That we're trying to break the two to get to the third. We're trying to break the two to get to the three, which is the third. We can't talk about that on the front end, but you can learn about that on the back end. But go ahead.
Yeah. So there's a lot of situations that I was in. I'm the youngest in my family, so I've always, when it comes to my parents, I've always held them high standard, high regard, whatever. So when I got into business with my dad, that was a new relationship that I had to develop with my father, because it's like not my father, but it was like my partner in business as well. So there was a lot of moves and understanding with just me trying to understand the way that he was moving that I did not understand until, a couple years later. I'm starting to realize a lot of the moves that he was making that I had problems with or couldn't, I just didn't understand what was going on. Like, why is this way? Why is this not this way? And as I'm stepping away, I'm starting to see a lot more. As I'm listening to you guys, I'm starting to see a lot more of what's going on in the situation.
Well, that's good, brother.
Yeah, I think that is awesome, buddy. All right, but is there a question? Do you have a question to ask real quick? We don't have much time, but is there a question that you have?
Okay. As far as the question, I would say, how would I discover or have more of my brand or discover more of my identity outside of the business and outside of what I do?
Okay, that's where that's where you must become the student then, because at that point you can learn the why. See, you can't see. Okay, some people want to do this weird thing. Not you, young man. A lot of people say, "Well, Rosebud Steve, give me a one-word answer to make me a open heart surgeon." You see what I'm saying? Give me one word answer.
Yeah.
where I can do surgery right now or fly an airplane or something like that. It's because their mind is looking for a quick answer. They will always be a failure. But you're coming in the right way, asking the right question. You just got to decide who you want your mentor to be and follow that individual, and he's got you. Because Bud doesn't fuck with anybody fake. I don't fuck with anybody fake. So please understand.
Yeah.
We real motherfuckers here. So you just got to choose what real motherfucker you want to be your teacher. That's all.
Okay.
Hey, and I'll tell you, I have no problems if you choose the man mindset. Because either one of us is going to help your motherfucking ass out.
Yeah. The bottom line is you can get help, and that's where it starts. You have to push aside the ego and self-importance, with a lot of guys aren't doing that you're doing, and realize that I need help. And that's that, for a young man, it's the hardest thing, because you like, damn it, I don't want to ask somebody else for help. I think but you know what? The greatest thing a person can do is push aside their fucking self-importance and all that stuff and realize I do need help. That makes you more of a man than trying to say, well, I need help and keep fucking it up. Then you're in your 30s and 40s a fuck up and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, I understand that.
All right. Well,
sure.
You see the information on the screen with both of us. Just choose the one, hit him up on the back end, no Diddy, and talk to him, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you need
Thank
me,
you.
Bud has his information. Ask for your pathway with me, but would you choose who you want to talk to, okay, buddy? But
okay.
This is a good step for you, okay? It's the first, okay? It's a good job, okay, young man? All right, so we'll throw you back in.
Okay,
Great call, buddy. Respect you.
Yep.
That was a good call. All right, we're about to wrap this up, Bud. So, Bud, oh man, Bud, this is fun, man. And we're not done with branding. We're going to continue, not next week, but we'll continue bringing branding into this, because as we go forward and teaching y'all stuff, everything that we talk about can come into the conversation for you guys out here. Bud, what would you like to say to these guys out here, man?
That, believe it or not, I love you motherfuckers. That's why I'll be here, because I've been nothing but helpful shit. That's what I think.
and just guys, look, he gave us something out. He shouldn't be talking about that third eye thing, Bosh Dosh, Bud. We don't want to talk about that. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all gotta remember, we gotta break the 2 to get to the 3. Okay, just remember that. I don't think y'all understand that, but in order to get to the 3, you gotta realize there's more than the 2, and that's what y'all gonna learn on the back end, and that's what we do for you guys out here. So, guys, we will see y'all motherfuckers next Monday, Bud.
No, be cool.
We out this joint, guys. We out. See y'all later. Peace.